Hello, everybody! Oh no, I hear myself twice. We're gonna put a stop to that right now. Alright, so, today I kind of have a sore throat. I woke up with like a stuffy throat. I got the same kind of illness in Japan, so if my voice sounds weak or weird, that's why, okay? Oh, I have two tabs open. Let me close one of them. Hey guys, hey, what's up? Glad to see y'all. So before we start the VTuber reacts, I was thinking we could just go over the Mythos graduation that happened today and talk about the... You remember how we covered that artist that was copying Suika? The artist dropped a Google Doc too in response. So I'm thinking maybe we could check that out. I haven't taken a look at the doc yet though. No, I'm not still in Japan, although I wish. Also, on a tangent, there's a new chapter of Blue Exorcist that came out today. Nobody cares, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Nobody cares about this, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. And dude, I'm thinking of getting a dog that looks like that's like one of the anime characters. Is that cringe or is that crazy? What do you guys think about this dog? I want a Mephistopheles dog. Hey Tony, hi Calvin. I mean, it's kind of like an old person dog. Like, nobody buys these kind of dogs unless they're old. I don't know what's the race of that. Isn't that a Yorkshire? I'll get a white one, put a bow on him, and he's never allowed to take it off, ever. And I'm gonna call him Mephisto. That's a West Highland Terrier? Really? Oh, thank you. Bow Bow. Is that a Highland White Terrier? I think it's a Yorkshire. Wait, let me see. What's a West Highland? Two people are saying West Highland Terrier. Oh, cute! I feel like that's only dogs that grandmas get. I've been thinking about getting another dog for a long time. But I don't know, guys. The thing is, my current dog is pretty old. He's not the nicest dog. Like, he's nice to the people he knows, but he does get agitated when there's other new dog. I'm afraid that if I introduce a new dog to the household, it's gonna make him feel like bad or that anxious or something. Thank you, Onslaught. Thank you. I feel like, you know, when you get sick, you always, the mornings when you wake up, it's like the worst. And then during the day, it feels like your sickness kind of clears out. But I can feel it, like there's something in my throat. Like, I can feel like my throat is inflamed. I have no other symptoms beside a headache. Oh, you have two Westies. Fur care take a lot of work. Ooh, does he shed? I don't... What do you mean fur care? I've never had to do fur care because my dog is short-haired. Honey tea could help. I have a tea right now. I didn't put honey in it. I could have done that. Kind of ran out of time in the starting soon screen. Yeah, I hope it doesn't break out tomorrow. Oh, brushing and trim. Damn. Hey Ryobi, I'm wondering if I should get a dog that looks like Mephistopheles from Blue Exorcist. But it's literally the only reason why I would ever get this breed is literally because there's an anime character that I like that transforms into it. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, guys. Got that stuff. I'm in Europe. Virus, drink water. I will. Thank you, Gator. Green tea, honey, and apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar in the tea, though. Schnauzers are cute. In Japan, okay, do you guys do the thing in the morning where I'll start the segment in like 5 minutes. We're just waiting, talking while people gather. You know, in the morning, do you guys drink a little bit of apple cider vinegar in some water for like the digestion? Hi, Nan. Good afternoon to you, Obasan Rima. Oh, just cider. Oh, cider. I'd have to buy some. That does sound sweeter. I've heard of it. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I've been doing it lately, and I am starting to feel the benefits. And also, you drink less coffee when you take your glass of like water with apple cider vinegar. Like, coffee is not the first thing that enters your body in the morning, and I find, because it's very sour, I find that it makes me want to drink less coffee in general. Sick Twinsies, I almost called out, but I need to get out of the house. For me, it's really just my throat. It's my throat, man. My usual diet is good enough. There's no need for supplements. I think it's like got some benefits. It's like some kind of detox and digestion. But in Japan, why I was saying that is because here the apple cider vinegar tastes very sour. But in Japan, at the hotel I was staying, they had like this little coffee table, and they were like, oh, if you like doing the detox thing, we have some apple cider vinegar too. And their apple cider vinegar tasted sweet. I was like, that's so much better. It would be a slow introduction process, but I think you could do it if you didn't push him too much. You're talking about my dog. The thing is, okay, what I'm scared about, we're tangering into a story, but my aunt, she had a dog, a golden retriever. He was very old. And she was like, I'm gonna get him a friend so he can be re-energized again. Let me bring my mic closer. So she bought this like really young dog and she introduced him to the house. And from that point forward, for some reason, like her old dog, he just decided to let himself die. Like he stopped eating. He like tried to snap the other dog, and that dog was super nice. Like I met him, he would have never snapped anybody. So I don't know, I'm kind of afraid that it disturbs the household somehow and it makes my dog even more ill. But Westies and most terriers shed. Oh my god, I already have enough like fucking problem with my laundry right now. All my black clothes, and I have a lot of black clothes, are full of dust and little dog hair that I can't remove. Yeah, 07 dog. Hey Rue, how's it going? But anyway, sorry, it was a bit depressing, but I'll think about getting a new dog for my dog, I guess. But then again, 2 dogs is double the poop to pick up, so I gotta think about it. I'll think about it. Okay. Well, my tea becomes colder, so I woke up this morning a little bit later than usual because I was sick, and people are like, Rima, have you heard about the graduation news? I'm like, what happened now? What happened? And it seems I get sent this page from TVA from the virtual asylum, and it says Hermes is graduating. She's not sure if she will be able to interact with Dio or Artemis after the graduation either. She will be continuing doing content creation though. She said that it was friction with management for her leaving. I really wonder what is going on there, because I was just looking on a couple others of them I follow and they haven't streamed in months, 6 to 7. She's not going to fight it, but she said that she's also no longer allowed to be a VTuber. Like, I can get not wanting to continue going to war with the HQ, but geez, woman. So, not only is it I guess the most surprising part about this graduation is that there seems to be a non-compete. She had a VOD up all day, it got taken down. There's a few clips still remaining from today that we can take a look at. Mainly this one. Okay, I turned off the music. Wait. Wait, I didn't turn on the sound for you guys. Okay, there we go. That should be better. You know, you guys can actually hear the clip now.
So we're just gonna rip off the band-aid on this one. All right. It is now officially going to be my road to graduation. I am indeed graduating. I am going to be taking the graduation. That is what's going on. I will let you guys take a moment. I will let you guys let that process. I will let you guys talk. And then we will talk more about this. We will talk more about this. Yeah, why indeed, yes. Why is going to be a big conversation. Why is going to be a massive part of the conversation. Yes, yes indeed. What did we do wrong? It was definitely not you guys. It was absolutely not you guys.
So there's a lot of like the usual hints being drops, you know, problem with management, or
It's been a lifetime.
Some friction going on, but again, the unusual. But then she said she didn't want to rock the boat and stress that Mythos isn't evil. But the most unusual thing, like I said, is that there's the mention of a non-compete clause that prevents her from being a VTuber after the graduation. And that's odd.
Here's the thing. All of you guys talk to each other. I am bound by contract. And like non-compete and stuff like that. And to be fair, like I said, non-competes are so gray area right now, but I do want to operate my departure from...
Like, can she even be a content creator? Like, she's just not allowed to stream, and for how long? Isn't industry-wide non-compete clause basically thrown out all the time in proceedings? I couldn't tell you. I wish I knew. But, and that's my other issue is, wasn't there another VTuber from Mythos that graduated, Zeus? And she cited that she was burnt out on content creation. If I remember properly, correct me if I'm wrong, in the chat or in the comment section. But then she like soon returned to her PL. And she's active on her PL right now, I believe. Yinka, thank you for the resubs. Yinka, it's been 14 months. That's crazy. Nolo, thank you for the super chat, Nolo. Thank you for the resub, guys. I really appreciate it. But non-compete are no longer legal. I think we're gonna call them non-completes from now on. That's a Rima way of saying it. But yeah, didn't they reject them in America. I wish I would do that for Canada too. I smell smoke. I need a Lem to comment because I'm pretty sure non-competes are void in the US. Yeah, but where is she from?
Mythos in good faith. I don't want to be vicious or venomous or like burn it down. Like I don't want that. I don't want that for the company. I don't want that for the other talents. I don't want that for you guys. Because it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We're gonna keep talking about it. But I do have some, like, on that note, like I said, you guys are not bound. You are not bound by contract. You can talk about whatever the heck you want. You can DM each other all you'd like.
It's too bad because I really like her model, and she's in the midst of a subathon too. Not
time.
Unclear whether she completed it or not. So I rewatched that one. There's that one.
Sides. Here it is to finding you enjoying success on the roads of the future. I definitely think you guys will. I think you guys will find me. What will come next will be a product of my own design. It will be an original character of my own design. It's gonna be completely crazy. It's definitely a high risk kind of play. Anybody in Corpa would look at this idea and be like, you're fucking a lunatic. And that's just the way I like it. That's just the way I like it. Knowing you'll win constantly and be stuck for more. Oh no, it's just business.
Did you really just say that? It hurts to laugh, but it's funny.
Will Nux know? Nux does know, yes. He is one of the very few people that does know right now.
Oh, what?
Yep, and that's actually funny enough one of the reasons why I've been talking about the podcast and stuff like that. Nux is a very controversial person. And that you know is less of a worry for somebody who is independent. Let's say that. Let's say it that way. Let's say it that way.
Okay. We gotta forge our love for VTubing as indies in the wild waters first. Get that taste of freedom and responsibility before trying with any agency. Yeah, I agree. A lot of these corporate VTubers were indie before, by the way, though. I'm pretty sure they were just not under corpus. We didn't know about them. Let's see. On companies that promote and allows creative freedom. That seems related. Let's click on that.
I think that's, that's good and everything, because at the end of the day, when you promote a, like when you try to build a company around allowing for creative freedom, you have to invest a lot of time and energy to manage that and to help nurture that and to make that grow. And it's very, very risky. Time is
the blah, 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 every time we go back to this page. Chat Dionysus on why Hermes stayed as long as she did. Okay, let's watch that.
I do want to state right away, you guys are not the problem. You got, every single time I logged in and streamed, you guys are absolutely the light in the entire equation. Frankly, I probably went on longer. Like the whole...
I like her model overall design too, especially my eyes keep getting drawn to that part. But I love like the fringe over the eyes and stuff.
Circumstance of events probably went on far, far, far longer than I would have ever tolerated it to if it had not been for a very, very small but huge factor.
What's the huge
Dio
factor?
is one of the reasons why I stayed. And you guys, the community, are one of the reasons why I stayed as long as I stayed. So Kirby's being like, it's not you, it's me. Yeah, I'm just giving you the it's you, it's
me too.
It's not you, it's me. But the reality is, it's actually very true. It is very true.
Hermes hopes for the best for everyone at Mythos.
It does kind of go down to just like Mythos and we just have a difference in like our like culture and our values and
what does that mean? Values.
And that's it. Like really is just that's it. It really is just business at the end. And I hope the best for everybody at Mythos, because I think the structure, I think there are probably talent and there are probably people who enjoy their time at Mythos. I don't know everybody. I know of everybody in Mythos, but I don't like talk to everybody because I'm always in like my own world doing my own things and everything like that. So I'm sure there's probably talents who really enjoy, they probably have a completely different experience in Mythos than I do. Like they probably are getting everything they want because they have different goals.
That's crazy because whenever from the outside, you would think that everybody always talks to each other in these like corpos, right? But actually, they're all like super busy and they probably barely have time to do it. Maybe they're like closer to a few of them, like their gen mates and stuff, but the rest of them, like everybody kind of does their own thing. Yeah, it's a nice model, right, Maverick?
Have different ambitions. They have all this other stuff. So that is the case. Yeah, I'm sure that is the case. I am sure that is probably the case.
Okay. And on realizing when it was finally time.
I'm doing everything. Doodle is my artist, or Doodle is my editor. Like, I'm doing everything. Anytime that I lean on Corpa for help, it doesn't end up very well. And it drives me absolutely batshit crazy. So then I generally have to take over anyways. And I've just ultimately come to a place where I'm the one that does everything. And there was an instance, there was an event that happened very recently. Again, it literally happened right after Dio, my collab with Dio. And there was an event that happened. I was like, you know what? Like, I would, like, in hindsight, I wouldn't even consider it, like, a massive shattering event or anything like that, but it was definitely kind of one of those events where I'm like, you know what? I think it's time. Like, I think it's definitely time.
I found your channel pretty recently and I really enjoyed your content. Keep up the good word. Thank you for the super chat. Hold up. Bankai. Yo, base name. Yes, yeah. Tencho! Okay, I can't do that. My voice hurts too much. Fresh meat. Fresh meat. Please don't leave, everybody. Hello, Tom Dark VTuber. I'm catching up to the VOD, but the ban on non-competes in the US was struck down in courts. It's paused. So it's back to state by state. So it's up to the state to decide whether they implement it or not. Okay. I see.
It just kept kind of being like one thing after another for a very, very long time. There was no like evil Corpa or anything like that. It was just genuinely a situation where I have big dreams. And it's funny that I say that because like when I say I have big dreams, it's not, it's funny enough, it's not like being super rich. It's not being super wealthy. When I say like big dreams, I mean like I want to like make this nerdy ass project that I have in my mind real. if other people like it, awesome. If other people don't like it, well, that sucks. Let's try another thing. And so, like, that's what I mean by, like, investing in those dreams, investing in those ideas, investing in that stuff.
Okay. Fair enough. Everybody needs to have their little passion project or it gets a little stale. She might as well do it all herself. We're catching through the Vatro cliffs.
As time went on, and HQ and I butted our heads, and it got to where it is. I have definitely left myself thinking, like, especially now that I pretty much just do everything, I have left myself thinking, especially with your guys' insane level of generosity and kindness and everything, like, not just with your time, but, like, with your money and everything. I look at all this stuff and I'm thinking to myself, why don't I just reinvest in myself? Or reinvest in the things that I'm passionate in? Why am I not just taking these funds and this time and reinvesting in these grand visions? And then if it crashes and burns, it crashes and burns. But it was like my own funds. It was my own choice. It was my own money. There's not going to be any splash damage on anybody else. There's not going to be any of that stuff.
Splash damage on anybody else? Is it just from the podcast?
I will say, I am going to continue content creation. I am going to continue content creation. I love it. I love it. I am insanely in love with content creation. It's just fun. It's amazing. It's you know, it's pretty much everything I could ask for. Yapping in gaming. Like truly is. I'm not
No, she's not.
Content creation. And I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say that because content.
The Mythos people are pretty cool. I hope all my peeps at Mythos are okay and doing okay in the face of these news.
Creation is a very big world kind of thing.
Yeah, so does that mean she'll be a flesh tuber? Or maybe she could just be a handcam streamer with like a PNG or something. Is that considered a VTuber? Like, where's the line?
Probably. What my next endeavor will be. But I will be around.
Okay. She'll be around. I think it's the last clip here.
You have to think about, like, you can't be like throwing the dice every single chance you get, whatever. I like throwing the dice. I thrive off throwing the dice. It's probably one of the reasons why, like, this, like, I'm okay with this decision. I'm okay with turning to ash and being reborn, kind of thing. Because there has been a lot of things I have very, very badly wanted to do. Very, I just like lore things and in, oh my gosh, like events and all this other stuff that I've really, really wanted to do, but all of it kind of goes very slowly, and it kind of ends up just going nowhere, and that has left me feeling very stagnant.
I feel like a lot of these corporate graduations come down to projects not being greenlit, which kind of sucks. Kloto from Mythos went live yesterday saying we need to talk. And I don't know if there's anything in there that's interesting. Not that's interesting, but that's related to that. It's like a 1 hour stream, so it seems to be pretty short. Maybe we could look at the clips. Nah, it doesn't really tell us much.
I'm gonna start this off by saying I am not graduating. I'm not graduating. I'm starting that out right now. I'm not graduating. So, yeah. Don't worry. I did say under my post that I wasn't graduating. That like, are you graduating? I'm like, okay. No, I'm not. We're safe for now. I'm not going back.
The background
to the
is
cave.
nice.
You can't make me. Good morning, guys. It is 9 a.m. I woke up not too long ago. I made breakfast. For once, I ate. I know you guys all had the same thought, and I know it was really ominous.
Oh.
I mean, it is serious, but it's not like I'm graduating. I'm not leaving. Don't worry. I'm not yet, at least. You're not getting rid of me that fast. You can't get rid of fate. I'm here forever. I don't even know how to, I thought about this. I thought about talking, and I was like, I need to talk my feelings. Man,
I think it's my cake supplies.
Why am I not on streamer mode? Why do I hear Discord? What's going on? You guys should not be able to hear my Discord. Where's streamer mode? How do I do that? How do I turn it on? Wait, streamer mode.
Yeah, but I bought a bunch of cake supplies for the baking stream on Saturday.
And also, yeah. Hold on. I'm enabling streamer mode because apparently it didn't want to enable. That's weird. Breaking up with Caleb? No. No. Don't worry. He's safe too. I'm not going to break up during Junelib. Not during Calibration.
Oh, we are going to cook. I promise you.
So, I think you guys have noticed, like, I haven't really been streaming, like, a whole lot. And I have been really fighting my mental health. I told myself I wasn't going to cry. And, making fate for everybody is really hard. And I have been not doing well.
Aww.
It's been hard to get up out of bed. It's been hard to do anything. And I don't know where my cry toggle is, so you're going to have to deal with me smiling while I sit here and have tears rolling down my eyes in person. And I've been a little lost. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be 100%. I don't know what I'm doing. And I feel like I have been really disappointing you guys. And that constantly,
that's sad.
Nothing is good enough. I know that sounds stupid. I know I'm stupid for saying that, but it's true. It's true. I struggle with a lot, and it's hard because, like, my health hasn't been great. My mental hasn't been great. And I've been bottling up a lot of negative emotions and stuff. I'm not very good with my emotions, to be honest, which is ironic coming from the girl who's crying right now and who sobs over Love and Deep's face. When it comes to negative emotions, when it comes to being sad and stuff, it's hard. I struggle with opening up with things. And I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to share how I'm feeling with my Thimbacles, because I care about you guys a lot. And, every time I see you guys in chat, it makes me happy that you guys always come back. And you guys are like my little family that Clotho never got to have. And I mean, let's be real, the cave isn't exactly fun. And I have, my sisters left me. I don't know where they went. They're gone. And I've been overwhelmed with work and stuff. I've been working on re-debuting stuff, like doing like the new outfit. And I feel like on that end, nothing's been going right. We've had a lot of problems with it. And it's not because of management or anything. Don't worry about that. It's just there's been problems,
Is it
pulling here and
artists?
there. And I think I'm so ready to not have this outfit. I'll be 100% real. I put on these little outfits. I like having them for funs and shits and giggles. I just want a model. I just want to be able to stream on Twitch without being bonked, and I think that hasn't helped a lot.
Oh.
With my...
Is this not her usual outfit? This is like something to cover her because she's been bonked on Twitch, I guess. Oh, is that why she's getting a new outfit? That makes sense.
My mental is like everything I feel like since debut has just been smacking me in the face. Like, ever since I debuted last year, almost a year ago now. And, it was
Twitch problems.
Like, bonking me because of my model. And then like I had to move, and then like I was having internet issues, and I feel like so much has come my way, and you would think as fate I could control those things, but I can't control my own fate. I don't know my own fate because I can't make it. I can't decide what happens to me. Twitch is a butt. It really is. If you ever want help designing a new fit, I got you. Oh my god, anarchy. I would love that. It's always a fun time coming in, and your streams are very entertaining and enjoyable. I've always said this. Tell us split path in the room till the end of the earth. All of us plan on staying till the very end. Thank you, Dwarf. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Retro. Thank you. It's so hard because I think I expect way more out of myself than I probably should. Like, I want to do amazing, cool things, and then I get bombarded with a bunch of stuff and overwhelmed, and then I shut down and break down. And, it's unfortunate because, like, I know a lot of this can be attributed to my ADHD. And I appreciate that, Noir. I appreciate you. You've helped me so much. But it's so difficult because, like, I want to be like medicated so goddamn bad. I want to at least try it. I know medication doesn't fix everything, but like, I feel like I'm walking around on a broken leg all the time with no crutches. And like, I know it can help in lots of ways and stuff, and I want to be medicated so fucking bad, but I can't because medication affects my heart and my heart problems. So it feels like my body is just working against itself too, and it's like, oh my god, it sucks.
This feels more like like personal issues caused by a lot of outside factors rather than issues with management, right? I'm just gonna mute to cough from time to time.
I was getting dizzy a lot as well too, so thank you, Seth. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. It's been hard, and I want to stream more, and I want to do more. And then on top of that, I'm really afraid to reach out to people because I want to do collabs and stuff, but then I get afraid because I'm like, what if I'm annoying? What if I bother them? What if I like make someone uncomfortable? I get so in my head about it. It's like, I wasn't very good at making friends growing up. I mean, fuck, man, I have 2 sock puppets for sisters. You think I'm good at making friends? It's easy to talk to them. They're literally my hands. I get in my own head about this stuff, Although I love you so much, I feel exactly this so hard. If you ever need to talk, hit me up. You're so strong. And we all love you and support you with everything. Thank you, Taffy. I appreciate it. I love you too. Mike, your majesty. You collabing with people.
I mean, there's something kind of creative to making the sock puppet friends.
No. I know it's I know the worst thing that they can say is no. I do know that, All right, bye, Anarchy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think it's hard. I get in my own head, okay? All right, I am my worst enemy. I am my worst fucking enemy all the time. It's like evil Clotho to... You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna use the other model. Hold on. I'm using the other model.
Oh, this is an outfit she put on. I can see.
Twitch gets me.
I noticed that it cuts at the neck.
Get me, Twitch. I don't care.
Oh, damn.
Wait. See, it's this is evil Clotho. This is evil. This is evil Clotho. This is me. This is evil Clotho. This is the evil Clotho that tells me all the bad things.
Whoa.
I like using my actual model. I hate using the outfit. Stupid.
It's pretty hot.
Dumb. Still love the black hair. I do like the black hair.
Hi, yo.
Evil Clotho. me to me. Do it. No, I haven't found my sisters. They're gone. But Yeah,
Everybody's saying nice in chat.
It's been hard. It's been rough. And then the AC going out. Oh my god, I want to bonk my head into the goddamn table. I'm so tired. First of all, that probably doesn't help because I haven't been sleeping well either because I get hot at night. I don't know. Like, I would tell you guys. All right, I would tell you guys. I am someone who gets hot really fast. And no, I'm not like sexy hot. I mean, just like I am sexy hot, but like hot as in like temperature hot. Like it's hot to the touch, you know. And I get hot really easily, and so I don't sleep well, and then I get really icky. I feel really icky. I was like, well, I absolutely love and have fun in your stream.
So what, like, is it the side boob that's TOS? Is that why? I don't think you're allowed to show that.
I understand things being hard for
Can't her artist just cover that part?
I know that. I should reach out to, to like Apollo and Hades more and stuff like that. I love them. I love them a lot. You know, I know Artie's in the middle of his subathon. Yeah, I know. Hi, Hades. Hi. What you doing?
No, I think the cleavage is fine. I think the cleavage is fine. But yeah, I think
Can't blame Athena. It is Athena's fault. Athena comes in
yes.
space. May I introduce you to the secret times of love in deep space?
I think it's really more of a personal struggle. She didn't mention anything about management here. But Hephaestus from Mythos, some people have been concerned because she's been pretty much MIA. She hasn't streamed a lot. On January 7th, she sent a Discord message saying, hey, I can't read this. Jan, I hope you all had a good New Year's. I just wanted to keep you updated. I'm still on vacation visiting family, and it's been hard to find a time where I can have the house to myself so I don't bother family with streaming. Small house and thin walls, and I've also been bedridden the past 2 weeks with speed-running illnesses. But I'm staying hydrated, and I'm being taken care of at home. Hospitals is expensive. I miss you all clearly. My birthday and new VTuber drama is my gift. Why? I'm sorry, Master N. Neon. Every neon. That's how I'm supposed to say it. So yeah, I mean, I hope the peeps at Mythos are all doing okay. I guess we'll probably get more news about Hermes' graduation and see where it goes from there. I'm sure there's going to be an announcement at one point because I haven't seen one. And now we also got... So, do you guys remember how the last time we covered like a Suika, the artist that did this VTuber model with a bunch of customizable toggles? And she was basically accusing this other artist of copying her for many, many years and tracing some of her artwork. I think some people in chat were not too convinced by all the allegations, especially the tracing ones. There's definitely some very, very strong inspirations that came from it. But it's a little bit of a wobbly case. But now finally the artist in question, Yina, has also put out her response saying, everyone deserves a chance to speak their truth, and this is mine. Preface. These are serious allegations about my art posted on Twitter by Suika on May 25, 2025. The main concern being circulated is that I have traced or copied from Suika and or other artists in my final works uploaded on my Twitter. I want to say that Suika's allegations are not true. My final work are entirely my own, not traced and not copied from anyone else's work. This is the style I developed over the years of practice, personal exploration, and creative growth, shaped by personal influences around me. The time-lapse recording attached is an example of how my work is entirely my own and created without any tracing, copying, or heavy reference to Suika and or any other artist she alleges. Because Suika in her Google Doc was also saying that she copied another artist, a Shibi. More specifically, I only ask that people look at both sides of the situation with an open mind, avoid making assumptions and jumping to a conclusion based on one perspective. The following sections will address and disprove the allegations made openly by Suika, which have publicly called my reputation, integrity, and credibility into question. Before addressing each claim in detail, it is important to acknowledge how these claims were presented. The framing relies on selective context and speculation that leads readers to assume and come to a conclusion without full evidence. Each of the exhibits in each section directly addresses and refutes a specific claim that was made against me. I've made sure to include relevant references, sketches, inspiration to show clearly where my idea come from, how they were developed, and why the allegations do not hold. Disclaimer, dates on timestamp are US time zones, unless stated otherwise. Explicit consent has been given to commission exhibits, example by others I have referenced below, unless stated otherwise. The document has been formatted in landscape mode. Please keep that in mind for optimal readability. So the tracing accusation, mentioned as most recent copying under Suika's document. So Suika claimed that my model sketch is traced/copied with the face outline, neck, lip proportion, and its shape. That is not true. In anime art, shoujo and feminine designs in particular, feminine character proportions follow certain specific convention, such as a thinner neck where the outer edge will usually line up at the iris or even at the inner edge. Soft tapered jaw and slightly pointed chins. Depending on artistic liberty taken and how feminine the goal is to make the character, the vertical placement of the eyes can be shifted upward or downward to achieve a youthful or mature look. The pose is generally placed halfway between the eyes and chin, though it may sit slightly lower. These are the common guidelines for anime face. When characters are being drawn in symmetrical front-facing view that is limited in variation, it will often lead to a visual overlap with when following similar stylistic trends, proportion angles and line work, and therefore looking similar. The similarities are an outcome when following basic foundational principles of proportions and shape, and as such is not indicative of copying or tracing. I have not traced nor copied Suika's model face in my model sketch. For comparison purposes, Suika's model and my work has been superimposed into two different Zenless Zone 0 3D models. Vivian left and Alexandrina right as shown below. These ZZZ models have the archetypal anime proportions such as rounded chin shapes, tapered jawline, and thin necks. When compared side by side, my designs align more closely to Alexandrina, while Suika matches more with Vivian. Although both Suika and my work have a general similarity at first glance, a closer look at the comparison below shows subtle but important difference. That was a lot of words. Holy. So here's Suika, and this is her work. And this is Vivian. And this is Alexandrina. Okay. An example, Suika's proportion, lip, and eye placement aligns more closely with Vivian. It highlights, so this one, it highlights Suika having a wider cheek that can be seen in Vivian, but a more pointed chin like Alexandrina. My work aligns more with Alexandrina's proportion. The lips line up more. The ends of the eyes align, but it highlights that my eyes sit lower, a softer chin, and jawline is still narrowed. Both our works have a close overlap with the 3D models and is reflective of the common stylistic choices made. With the same logic Suika originally applied to me, one could argue that both our work mirror these existing faces' proportion and shapes closely, which would not be fair and accurate conclusion. Similar stylistic influence do not correlate to imitation, especially when it is common, particularly in the VTuber/anime-inspired art. Relying purely on resemblance as proof makes it unreliable. makes it an unreliable claim given that the example shows how both works have a close overlap with the 3D models featuring common stylistic choices. Okay. Suika claimed that the eye shape was copy traced from her customizable eye. Okay, so this was a big one. Because Suika was saying that her eye shape is like almost a trademark, like a big part of her style. So Yina says that is not true. I have neither traced nor copied her eye shape from her customizable eye slider. Exhibit A and B below were referenced when drawing the eye of the model sketch in question of tracing/copying. This one. Oh, it is very close. Eye shape ref for you. Oh, her artist sent her the eye shape ref. Or her friend sent her the eye shape ref. The image on the left was sent to me by my friend as a reference for the eye shape. Which is indicated in the screenshot. The date difference, highlighted red, is due to them being located outside of the US, which affects the timestamp. The image on the right is another reference that contributed to the eye shape in this specific model sketch. That was in May 19. When was this model made? Enhance! We need the enhance tool. Oh, there we go. Exhibit B, these are real-life references used for specific eye details such as highlights, overall makeup, and waterline. These lips makeup is nice. Bro, this can't be real. Is this a real person? At Grok, are those real eyes? Time-lapse. To disprove the allegations of copying or tracing, I've recorded time-lapse of a quick bust-up front-facing model sketch as I proudly work in Photoshop, which does not have the inbuilt feature to record a time-lapse like Clip Studio Paint or Procreate. The model sketch I have done is referenced from Maddle's Monster High Draculora. Let's see it. Wait, that's it? We're gonna have to watch the full thing? But that's just another drawing that she's doing. Not the one... Not the one she's being accused of tracing, I suppose. But it proves that she can draw, I guess? I'm kind of hypnotized by this. Yes, this is about the Yuna copying the other artist thingy. Oh yeah, let me put on the music back. This is kind of a cute model. Yeah, I guess it also shows how she uses references. And I mean, she kind of did the eyes with that water line mark. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Okay, this is the eye highlights. Those were discussed also in the other document. And the ombre lips and the waterlined eyes. Yeah, I think it's, I mean, this style is, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. I don't want to make a judgment yet because I haven't finished reading the document. But I feel like Suika's claim would have held so much better if she didn't push those claims as hard, if she just stopped at the, you know, reference and all of that. And at the same time, I also feel like, I mean, I guess she felt like she was being stalked, which really brought up her discomfort. But I also feel like in a lot of these situations, like at the end of the day, the way Suika renders her model and her art is top tier, and people don't just hire her because she can, you know, draw really well. They hire her for her stylistic choice, because they know she'll get the project done. You know, there's other reasons why you get hired, not just your art. And I think in most of these cases, unless it's like egregious stalking, maybe it's just better to focus on how you can constantly, you know, evolve your art. And if other people want to be, you know, just cheaper copies of you, then just let them, you know, just let them. But so far, like, I feel like she's making a pretty good case for herself. She's very organized in this document. Like, this is very, very organized. I like to get some opinions on artists. I think, okay, the time lapse. What does the time lapse prove? It proves that, like, she can draw and that she can use a lot of inspirations, right? Okay, she hasn't finished this claim. Maybe we should just finish reading this first. This is a side-by-side comparison of my work that was accused of copying tracing the result from the time-lapse. Eyes between the two model sketches. Boom, boom. Okay, they're exactly the same. What the fuck? And the model sketch accused of tracing copying, and the model sketch time-lapse. Okay, that's almost exactly the same. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I could see this becoming a VTuber model, by the way. I like the design a lot. Do you know how many copycats Sakimi-chan has? Sakimi-chan is like one of the most well-known artists, yeah. Technically, you could use tracing as a time-saving measure without lacking the skills to draw. Yeah, definitely. That's a good point. This is the superimposed image of the work that was accused of copy and tracing the result from the time-lapse. I can tell there's been, at least, I'll say this, there's been a lot of work put into this Google document. I mean, this part, okay. I get the point she's trying to make. And it's pretty solid. The superimposed image of the model sketch being accused of tracing copying and the model sketch from the time-lapse aligns closely together from the general proportions, placement of features, and the eye shape. This reaffirms the point that my sketch in question was created wholly from my own process using real-life references and not copied or traced as alleged. I want to highlight 3 key points. The claim of copying tracing. It was alleged that my work involved copying Suika's, however, as shown in the overlaid comparison above, Suika's own work closely matched the Zenless Zone 0 3D model. Vivian and Alexandrina, excuse me, with different small subtleties to both. This shows that the similarities in facial proportion and structure are not unique to either of us, but reflective of common stylistic elements that are widely used by others. To single out my work and to be accused of copying/tracing when visual comparisons like these can happen often and unintentionally seems speculative at best, targeted and harmful at worst. This sets a dangerous precedent for the VTubing art community. Suika claims the eyes I have drawn are trace copied from her customizable model. A screenshot below taken from her document, she states that the eyes are similar once her customizable model eye was tweaked with the sliders to fit my work. The allegations put forth against me highlights a potential dangerous issue at hand within the VTuber art community in its future. As mentioned and explained in section 1.1, VTuber models are designed for symmetrical front-facing views. This leaves little to no room for variation, proportion, and face shapes before they start to naturally overlap due to these limitations. It opens the floor for more artists to be accused of tracing simply because proportions or facial feature appears similar or line up, especially where customizable models are more rampant than ever. With adjustments to the customizable sliders, it is possible for anyone to manipulate a customizable model to align with another artist's work and use that as evidence to support the idea of tracing copying. I remember in chat when we went over that part in the Suika document, somebody in chat was like, well, that doesn't count as proof if you modify the eye to fit it. And it's kind of true. But I'm still thinking about this because I remember that while we read the Suika document, we were like, each allegation on its own, it didn't hold that much weight. But then when you took them all together, we were like, okay, this person is like a big fan of Suika. I think it was more that. It's more like, yo, they're a big fan. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I think it was you, Charlie. This feels like one of those cases where a couple songs has 5 notes in common. They are claiming that it proves it's ripped off. The worst part is that music like always sample each other. It's kind of wild. If similarities in the eye shape, facial feature, and proportion is enough to warrant accusation, it sets a precedent going forward that artists will be subjected to the same scrutiny for drawing things in a certain way. There will be nothing to prevent this from happening again in the foreseeable future of this community. Do not line up, but when the eyes you can see here do not line up, but when focusing on the eyes, you just have to edit the eye size vertical and eye shape parameters for the eye of the customizable VTuber model a little, and you have a very similar eye. That was a screenshot from Suika's document. The public implications of wrongdoing. Suika made a public post directly naming me and suggesting that I have been copying, tracing, and heavily referencing. The use of image overlays to highlight similarities in eye shape and facial proportion strongly implies tracing. Even if the claim wasn't stated outright, it can be easily interpreted by the public as tracing. While the document was later edited to clarify her intent, the initial presentation of it carries weight and planted a seed of doubt, one that shaped public perception of me and my works. Regardless of the follow-up edits and tweets, the suggestion was already planted and the impact was felt immediately. Once an allegation with serious implication is made publicly, going back to edit the document for follow-ups does little to undo any of the harm already caused. Screenshot of Suika's tweet before the document was posted. She said, low-key tracing my work. Screenshot from Suika's follow-up tweet after the document. It also clearly said multiple times there is a heavy referencing and copying involved. By no means that I claimed that every single thing Nina drew is traced off me. Especially when she had several years, and in that, this is a screenshot from the document. It says, even tracing other artists' model work. I'm gonna zoom out a little here. Claims of copying, headband, animal ears, two-toned hair, dark goth design, dark clothing, outfit top design, and red eyes. The inspiration for my new OC. Oh yeah. So one of the claims was that she was copying OC. Is that she... Oh, I'm gonna speak. Nina made herself a VTuber model, and Suika claimed that it was copying her. The inspiration for my new OC began when I started playing VR chat in 2022. Suika had made an allegation of tracing in 2022 that I had addressed and disproved, but that accusation had left a deep emotional impact. After the 2022 allegations from Suika, it was really hurtful to be accused of tracing, and I left a deep impact on how I approached my work thereafter. My previous design, which one meant so much to me, became something I no longer identified with due to it no longer representing who I was or how I wanted to express myself creatively. Exhibit C, VR chat avatar with airbrush hair color and strip cleavage window, hot pink eye 02. Reminiscent headband with horn and animal ears. This has subsequently become my main inspiration. Oh yeah, I remember. Because in Suika's doc, she was like, oh, she suddenly started getting animal ears. Can I find that document again? This one. So we're skipping a couple of models right now and we're going straight to this one. The headband. While spending time in VR chat and exploring avatars, I found a space that allowed me to start fresh and slowly rebuild what creativity felt like me. This is when and where the idea of my OC design started to form. God, that's a really long, like, parenthesis. Those familiar with VR chat will understand the wide range of bold aesthetics with avatars that reflects themes like edgy, fantasy, and dark elegance strongly on the platform. There are many VR chat avatars and VR assets with design elements similar to my character that can be found through public search. Okay, I'm reading out that. The exhibitions below will showcase the design influence and the process of the design choice I made from personal influence and stylistic preference that shaped my OC's design final look. While I no longer use this version of the design, it has since been further developed and refined as part of my creative progress. Sorry, my hurt, dude. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to finish the stream if I do that. So exhibit D on the left, so this image, VR chat avatar with cat ears, a headband with horns, crosses, pink eyes, strips of hair highlights, and dark edgy vibes. The avatar is a special DLC of a different pre-made avatar, another source of design inspiration. Exhibit E is another VR chat avatar with cat ears, hairstyle bangs, strong use of black edgy vibes. The avatar creator creates avatar with an edgy emo aesthetic. So Suika was claiming that the headband, animal ears, and two-toned hair streaks, dark goth designs were copied. Oh yeah, the two-tone hair streaks is the fact that she had like some lighter bangs here in her design. So based on the timeline, it's important to note that the avatar's creator work from Exhibit C in regard to the animal ears headband, dark design, and the hair strip highlight was publicly available before Suika's 3.0 design. And the headband was released publicly on Twitter in January and March 2022 in respective order. I'm now being accused of copying Suika's design when similar concepts have existed in public spaces before her design was created. I don't know, Gator. I don't know if they're all into that. Definitely not. Definitely not the person being accused of. Okay, so Suika's model came after these references, but how do we know these are her direct inspirations, though? Why some make elephants out of flies? Hey, there's a lot of artists that just stay quiet and do their work, and that don't get into drama ever. It's just that it's a vocal minority type of deal. Exhibit 8, F, G, H, and I were included to further show that kind of visual style I was drawn to with the dark colors, animal ears, and two-toned hair. These exhibits show how my character design was heavily influenced by my preferred aesthetics of VR chat models. This screenshot depicts a conversation I had with a friend in May 2022 about an avatar I came across that I became fond of while shopping for VR chat avatars. This was one of my inspiration too for the creation of my character. This one, I really love this one. DMs between friends and I were expressed I was going through an emo phase. Screenshots taken in VR chat of me using an edgy VR chat avatar. Damn, bro, not gonna lie, I feel like VR chat might wreck my PC, I'm worried. Are you going through an emo phase? Yes, it's called a VR chat emo phase. Okay, but none of these screenshots say... Like, I feel like this doesn't really prove her point. Even though I get that she was going through... She's trying to make the point that she was going through an emo phase, so the character that she made represents that. But at the same time, there's no proof that these are direct references that she used to create her character. The screenshots aren't a conversation with her friend saying, yo, I'm gonna use that, I'm gonna put that on my mood board or some shit. Thank you, Rude Beer. Suika claims that the dark clothing and the top design was copied. This is untrue. Please refer to Exhibit J, K, L, M, and O, P, and Q as they showcase the full development process of my character design, along with its reference, ranging from early concept sketches, moodboard inspiration, the final look. Oh, there we go. We might finally see some. They show how the design evolved and the thoughts that went behind each design element that shaped the final look. Is lazy and doing everything in one sketch. White might look nice. And there's this and this. With the assistance of a friend who referenced elements from Mauve Flavor Lingerie during the design process, as well as a reference photo I provided, a concept sketch was created. What about this, like color, and then the booba window? I love booba window. Noted, you must have a booba window. Okay. This is the Cyber Bunny set. The OC design process including mood boards, concept iterations, and color palette exploration. Experimentation with different types of outfit colors, hair color, and streaks can be seen. The mood board can be seen in larger detail on Exhibit P. So that was her hair exploration concept. Some clothing mood boards. What's the timestamps on these messages? 6/16/2022. And Suiko's model was January 9, 2022. Isn't Suiko's model before? I mean, she has very detailed mood boards. I can see the evolution of this character. And there's no one else's art on these mood boards either. Screenshots of DMs discussing early aspects of my design theme and aesthetic direction. The message reference is the inspiration from the 2019 anime My Dress Up Darling. In terms of color palette and design that I feel is reminiscent as part of the design. This is 6/13/2022. My Dress Up Darling, I literally color picked. Okay, so she used the color palette of that. I'm organizing her mood board. Hold on, I'll show you. Also, I'm going with Ruviella's. She's gonna have like butterfly moth motif, like her family, like... Okay. Overall early exploration sketches made of the design. Exploration ideas and iterations of hairstyles for my OC design. Final mood board of the design behind my character. Art piece of my OC design of her final design. Oh shit. That's a little toss. Okay, oh no, no more butts, no more butts. The DMs in Exhibit R reflect the level of thought and personal meaning that went into developing my character's lore and backstory. The depth of emotional investment shown here directly disproves the idea that I simply copied Suika's design. The character creation came from a place of genuine effort and not something that was carelessly created. Yeah, I think we need to delete the Twitch VOD after this because of the gyat. Like legit, I think I have to nuke the VOD. Anyway, so Yina here says she's like mischievous, naughty, sassy, and she doesn't care what other people think of her because her family have always been part of the council in their world that like holds order, right? And she's part of the council or is prepped or they want her to be part of the council and she's breaking tradition from the way she wears, like they're super conservative, but she's out there with her ass out. She turns into a bat and bites them. Suika claimed that I had copied her red eyes on her design. This is untrue. Exhibit S below includes the original concept sketch of my character, the specific artwork Suika referenced in her document, and my reference sheet to show the intended original eye color. Sparkle from Honkai Star Rail and Hoshino Ruby is included to show the dark pink garnet eye distinct from red by comparison. The eye color in this reference is similar to those in my character's eyes color. Multiply layer settings for lighting purposes were removed in the middle piece to better showcase the intended original eye color. This exhibit is to show and disprove the claims of copying her red eyes. Oh god, the gyat happened again. Fuck. I wanted to look at the mood boards again. This is a little bit like, well look, other anime characters have the same eye colors. So, claims of copying the same hand pose for the art piece I created. This is not true. The hand pose on my art piece was not copied off her screenshot and her model. The art posted and the pose it entails were inspired by K-pop group Red Velvet's song Peekaboo. And the pose is from a key signature move from the dance where they lift a hand over their face with an OK sign hand pose in the music video. And for promotional images of the song album, so this one here. Since I didn't like the posing of the hand and felt it looked unappealing with the way the pinching fingers of the index and thumb blocked out the majority of her eye, I changed it so that what it is now to better showcase the focal point that were meant to be her eyes originally. The claim was that, I mean, she saw that Suika posted this and then she posted this. This is maybe a weaker part of her document. Like, I understand that Suika doesn't own the rights to red eyes and headbands and all of that. Like, that was dumb. But the point Tina's trying to make here, it's like, well, this was my reference, but I changed it. But now it doesn't look the same. But it's a popular pose. But it doesn't look the same. The accusation side, getting roasted letter by letter. Suika now getting more damage than benefit from potential appropriation attempts of Yuna style. Yeah, this doesn't look good on Suika right now. I've never seen Suika's OC with Gyat. So, to showcase that she did take inspiration from this band, Red Velvet pose, this is from the Peekaboo album for Red Velvet, or the Peekaboo song, and she's tweeting the lyrics over here on June 23rd, 2022. So these were the design process that shaped my character design, from the mood board and exploratory concepts to the creative intent behind her final design, including her backstory and powers. Each element was thoughtfully developed alongside the details and intricacies of the backstories. Yeah, I mean, to me, it seems like she's put a lot of thoughts into her mood boards and into her design, and she came up with this product. It ended up looking similar to what Suika posted. But a teacher once told me, it was an art teacher, and I ask him sometimes, how come it is that, for example, you look at fashion shows, and they're created 6 months in advance, right? Sometimes months in advance. But when they debut on the runway, a few of them will have very similar stuff, or will come up with like almost similar designs. And I remember distinctively what she answered, and she said, it's because when you're like in the same environment and you're in the same wave as everybody, you take from the same inspiration, this is just normal things that will happen. And I think this might have been the case here. Like there's a big movie that blows up, or a big anime that becomes famous this year, and everybody's gonna draw inspiration from it, whether you like it or not. When it shapes the entire cultural mind, it has an impact and an influence for a reason. Oh, you took sewing classes for 2 semesters. That's cool. Do any of you do knitting? Yeah, art development processes and trends are similar to fashion trends. I don't doubt it. You knit and crochet? That's so cool. No way. Nice, guys. Nice. Alright, so section 3, copying of the eyes allegations. Suika claims that I've never done eyes that had inner corner of the eyes or underwater line in her document. This is not true. I've always drawn my eyes leaning towards semi-realism long before joining Twitter in 2019. I was active on Instagram as early as 2014. There are some examples from my Instagram pre-2020. Suika started posting on Instagram since she joined in 2017, as stated in her document. My earliest art with semi-realism eyes was published October 2016. The style continues to 2018 and into 2020. My god, her art like evolves so much throughout the years. I could see here the early influence of her design. And here, then this. She does have the waterline and the inner corner. Damn. Here. She claims that the eye shape specifically for the Rad VTuber model and Whale Girl design was heavily referenced from hers. This is also not true. The following exhibit shows the process how I experiment with some anime-esque eye styles and shape while still referring to the real-life references. Rad Girl model is something like this, okay. Art piece with more anime-esque eyes. Exhibit X. DMs with the client show work in progress image where the eye design evolves through various stages of refinement and adjustment. And the picture on the far right, a real-life reference photo, is visible, which I was using as a reference during the process. The eye shape developed here is reminiscent of the one in the artwork shown above in Exhibit W and the commission sketch in Exhibit Y. Booba update and outfit coloring, new lashes compared to the sketch version, but I think it's cuter because it seems more fluffier. I'm still working on the body base and tweaking some of the outfit design. What do you think of these eyes? It's a bit harder to tell because they're not colored with rough colors, but do you like the soft, mature, sexy vibe? Or do you want more powerful, sexy, with more cat-like design? Yeah, it's called the Duyan eye. True. That's what it's called. Including work in progress screenshot of the rat model as shown, I used both my own artwork and real-life eye reference to draw the eyes. A commissioned sketch shown on the right features a more anime-styled eye, further reflecting my experimentation with anime aesthetics after transitioning from the semi-realism I explored during my earlier Instagram period. The Whale Girl piece includes a real-life reference of an eye that was used as a reference for the eye-shaped lashes and waterline. Okay. Damn, that is some makeup. Suika claims that every semi-realism VTuber model artist has similarities, not trying to claim all semi-realistic art style as her. Suika states that similarities are common among semi-realism, and she's not trying to claim ownership of the style itself. By her own statement below, I am unsure as to why my style has been singled out and interpreted as copy, especially when I created it independently through a combination of different influence based on my preferred aesthetic without any reference to her work. I have long since avoided using VTuber model artists as a main reference source for my style circa 2022 allegations onwards. Manhwa art style, real-life reference with Douyin makeup, dolls have also been used instead to contribute. I'm lost. Douyin makeup, a type of makeup style stemmed from China that is characterized by the soft and doll-like feature and manhwa-inspired lashes, and popularized through the Chinese equivalent of TikTok and BeiJD. Okay, we get it. It's Douyin makeup. These are the ball-jointed dolls. These are manhwa references. I can see the inspiration. Doll art for the lashes. Screenshots of updates sent to client showing a PNG of their design alongside with real-life references of a face makeup, which were used as a point of reference during the entire process. Screenshots depict DMs in which I was actively exploring and experimenting with different eye styles and shapes and facial proportion with aesthetics I prefer based on the reference shown. Boom, boom, boom. Super slight difference. Thoughts on this one? I thought I'd add more eyelashes. Thoughts on this? I mean, it's changing a bit. It's not changing a lot. But okay. Exhibit A, B, B, and CC are references I use that have contributed to the evolution of my style, especially when it comes to eye shapes, lashes, and the details of the eye. Combined with my long love of dolls and that feature their emphasis on bold lashes and eye lines, I believe these influences are clearly reflected in my art style. By sharing these references and inspiration, I hope it's clear that my work is shaped by real-life inspiration and personal interest around me. The things I love and connect with are the influence that define my visual aesthetics, artistic taste, and the overall direction of my art. As shown in the Instagram examples above, I've been exploring different types of eye style with the style of semi-realism and anime long before. Oh my god, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4 more sections to go through. Okay, I'm running out of voice here. Claims that there was another artist, Lol Tinami, being traced. This concern was addressed previously in 2022, and I will clarify it once more again. In her document, Suika stated that she does not know the owner of the Shimbi model that Yina made. The way it is presented could be interpreted that the model was created for a client and sold for profit. Okay, the Shimbi claim was big. Yeah, I think so too. The model in question was part of a personal study and was never intended for commercial use or profit. As clearly mentioned as per the DM in this document on page 44. Oh, so that Chibi model wasn't made for somebody. Suika also mentioned that the traced copied posts are gone now. While I do not agree that the work involved tracing or copying, I chose to remove the post at the time to respect the artist's wishes and concern being raised. Sorry, I had to cough. This is from Suika's allegation of her document. I do not know the owner of the Chibi model that Yina made. And screenshots of my DM with Suika. There was no intention of it to be sold other than for practice. And I have told Ina that it was something I should not have posted, especially if it was for practice and experimentation. I've always been transparent with the concern that were brought up that the piece was heavily inspired, as many artists do, in studying styles they admire. The intention was to practice and learn. 2 shows model work that were allegedly traced. Claims were made that certain parts of the model, specifically eyes and legs, were traced. This was also addressed previously at the time, and I want to reiterate this for a second time. While Suika's work was visually referenced as part of the exploration of my style back then, the final piece was created through my own process. I cannot admit to an action I did not commit, and I maintain my stance that I did not trace her work. The time-lapse above in section 1 shows my process of how I work with references, that my work is original and not the result of tracing. One-piece dress, cropped cardigan, reference used for cardigan outfit. Claims that my previous 2 models, blonde model and the outfit from my pink-haired model, was copied. When I was approached by Suika in 2022 regarding the tracing allegations, the topic of design similarities, especially my older model with the cardigan outfit and blonde hair, was not mentioned. I was not given the opportunity to address these claims at the time. This is the first instance of the design comparison mentioned. I believe it's important to clarify that they were not part of the original discussion in 2022. Oh, that's interesting, okay. Regarding the cardigan outfit, cozy vibes are widely used and commonly seen motifs in the VTuber community. My outfit is not a tank top, as Suika claims, but a one-piece dress inspired by the wrapping of a Ferrero Rocher chocolate. The cardigan is brown and worn loosely, not tucked in, and both off-shoulder. The wavy hairstyle reference was a toggle I added later on for a style change and not part of the final look of the design. I need to reiterate that these claims were never mentioned in the original discussion. Then, the similarities pointed out by Suika's and my blonde model. The bangs and hair were not derived from her design. It was inspired by corporate VTuber from Whole Life JP Lapless. Yeah, I thought the bangs were not very similar. The hair bow was inspired by Sailor Moon Venus from Sailor Moon. My entire design was very reminiscent of Sailor Moon. Bows are widely used motif across countless different character design, especially in feminine and elegant archetypes. The neck pieces are design elements common in fantasy, idol, and elegant style designs. Okay, but the neck piece is kind of similar. Similarity in isolated design aspects does not indicate imitation, especially when the design direction was influenced by publicly recognizable sources. What may feel like a specific match can just be shared influences from the same/similar visual culture library, with that being the VTuber community, which often draws inspiration from anime and games. That's the lap listing. These were some of the reference inspiration behind the next piece. The overall design was inspired by Sailor Moon, and hairstyle were from Kokomi. The earrings in particular were inspired by an artist Yueko's Simple Moon on a string earring design that was transformed to align with my creative vision. Visual reference of the inspiration behind my blonde model design. Section 5, fallacy and arguments. I'm not implying that Suika has copied or traced my work. However, if the roles were reversed, then one could make a similar claim by using the same reasoning used against me. I'm not doing so because I believe this logic of relying on surface similarities is extremely flawed. This section is only intended to show how subjective and speculative the accusations against me are. A false analogy is a common kind of reasoning that may seem reasonable and logical at first glance. However, this is a logical fallacy. Sharing similar traits doesn't mean two things are the same, or that one comes from the other. Art 1 contains feature A, Art 2 contains feature A, therefore Art 1 must be copied from Art 2. First fallacy. False analogy. This is Suika's Shibi, this is my Shibi work. Just because two artworks share feature A, in this case proportion eye shape, nose, teeth, and face shape, any similar visual feature that happens to share or line up with doesn't automatically mean one copied the other. Yeah, correlation does not equal causation. This happens when people look for evidence that supports what they already believe in instead of looking at the full picture. When there's no direct proof, some may turn public judgment by presenting a comparison and allowing for public interpretation and opinion. While this seems like a neutral stand, is creating a narrative based on speculation and absolving the responsibilities and consequences of a direct accusation. Visual similarities don't always tell the full story, and public interpretation can sometimes miss the intent and thought process behind artistic choices and liberties taken. Overall, when Suika's methods may suggest a certain theory, they do not amount to actual proof. The way these claims are framed relies on logical fallacies, yada yada yada. As a result, this situation has become a matter of one perspective against the other. Okay, I get what she's trying to say. Section 6. Claims of having an alt account to stalk. Stalking is a criminal offense. The claim that I have used an alt account to stalk is both unfounded and highly irresponsible. Allegations of this nature cannot be made without proper evidence, as they carry serious legal and reputational consequences. In her document, she refers to it as a suspected use of an alt account. However, this is a direct contradiction to an earlier tweet where she publicly stated they must have used an alt account to stalk my art and keep copying it. What kind of weird obsession is this? The shift in language from a definitive statement of certainty to a cautious one does not dismiss the original claim. This is a serious claim made without any supporting evidence, relying purely on speculations. She has contributed to the spread of damaging narrative based on speculation by publicly sharing details that made my account easily accessible to unwarranted harassment. No harmful claim, reckless assumptions. While framed as an effort to promote learning or awareness, the impact has been harmful and caused the spread of unverifiable claims and unsupported statements. Section 7. Damages and clarification. It was stated on Suika's tweet that I have several years worth of history of copying me and even tracing other artist models' work. The phrasing used in this post is ambiguous and can be easily misinterpreted, implying I spent years copying and tracing multiple artists, which is not true. This is a very serious defamatory allegation, one that questions my integrity and publicly defames me with evidence built on speculation and assumptions. It is misleading and heavily exaggerates the nature of the accusations. I did not trace or copy her from any other artist, as the exhibits above clearly show. Any similarities in style can likely stem from shared inspiration, taste, and aesthetic, and common stylistic influence found across the VTuber art community. My designs and the evolution of my style comes from personal interest, creative exploration, and sources that I have been transparent about throughout this document. In her document, Suika states that the intent is to raise awareness and not incite harassment. However, the decision to include a link to my account, combined with the framing of the accusation, has enabled such public harassment. This includes targeted message, loss of opportunities, misinformation. That's led to reputational damage to me and my business as an artist. Unkind message I've received. Rock make her bald and obese. It's traced from Suika's art, that's why. Because it's traced. If only they didn't trace Suika's art style. I don't mean to be harsh, but the VTuber community contains some of the most pathetic psych of individuals ever. I don't understand what's so hard about looking in the mirror and telling yourself I'm an asshole and I need to change. Thief. I'll make a TLDR slop version, but I insist you read the original document yourself. Unary lies, of course, that they'll change, but they don't and then go on to trace another chibi model. There's a fine line between branching off someone's art style to create your own and straight up tracing. The people defending her do not understand that, and if she traced, it would be fine if she was practicing, but selling another person's art is not okay. This looks strangely familiar. Yeah, it looks like they traced Suika. You're correct, because they did. This is just so disappointing to find out, since I had originally wanted to commission Unary. To find out they've been tracing, copying Suika's art for years. Even if it's not for every art piece, it's just horrid, especially since she was talking to about it. So she says, she cites this screenshot for loss of opportunities. I need to be clarified that both had mutually blocked each other. Although it was stated on Suika's document that I was blocked not too long after the 2022 allegation she made, the way the situation was presented has led many to believe that I blocked her after she reached out or attempted to resolve things in 2022, which is not accurate. The reality is we both had each other blocked already by the time her document was made public. I was already blocked when I blocked her. I had decided to block for my own peace of mind because I no longer wanted to feel fearful or restricted when exploring different directions of my art. Okay, but why block Suika? May 28, 2025. This is misinformation and or misunderstanding the public. Considering how large our platform is, I believe that being such a public figure can have strong implications and lead to unintended consequences. The situation has been professionally and personally distressing and damaging for something I did not do at all. I fully support open, respectful conversations surrounding originality. However, I believe these discussions should be approached with responsibility and care, especially when they accuse individual. The way I've been portrayed in her document has contributed to public misunderstanding and scrutiny, resulting in reputational harm. The trust I had built with my peers and audience have been significantly impacted, and the effects of it may not be reparable. I'm proud of my work and stand by the integrity of my art. I've shown my design process through the previous exhibits. For that reason, I will not engage in any more arguments, as it will not add additional value. I take a lot of pride in the effort and care that goes into every piece I create, especially commissioned work where trust is everything. I believe in learning, improving, creating with the utmost integrity that hasn't changed. I understand that conversations surrounding originality and uniqueness in art can get heated and emotional, and how misinformation can spread. I'm speaking up because I want to share my perspective. I appreciate everybody who's been patient and supporting me through this. Those who have reached out or simply taken the time to understand. I'd like to end this document by saying that I stand by the fact that I've never engaged in the behaviors I've been accused of, and I will not admit to something I did not do. Both in the 2022 allegations and current claims, I know my truth and I've carried the burden of the weight of these claims long enough. This document is not just a response, it's my declaration. A statement that I will not be reduced, shamed, or silenced by false narratives and claim. I hope that by laying out my process, references, and the efforts behind my work, that you will see beyond the assumption for what they truly are. Well, this was a well put together document. I really need to go to the bathroom because I drank too much liquid. I'll be right back. All right, so what do you guys think of this? Hi, everybody that's just came in. Hey, Sean. Forgive me as I came a bit late, but weren't there a couple of pieces from Mina that were pretty obviously trace? I thought I recalled one in which the line art could be directly overlaid on top of Suika's art and match. Yeah, the Shibi thing. But then she said that the Shibi was like... wait, let me pull up the document again. The Shibi thing she said was for practice. That's why it was like heavily referenced. Let me pull up the document again. God, I didn't expect this to turn into the entire stream. Like these. But then she explained all of her inspiration, but... the legs... She never addressed the legs overlapping, by the way. The eye... the eye, she said she... Let me unzoom, man. She didn't address the eye. Yeah, she didn't address the eye here. She addressed some other eyes. There's still some holes missing. But the way Yina crafted her document, it was like... it's so well put together that I feel like she showed that she did take inspiration not just from one person, but from many. Okay, where was the tracing? So the tracing was just like these overlapping designs at the start, right? This? Oh, this. But then she did that comparison with the ZZZ models. But the ZZZ models are 3D. They're 3D. It feels like the hair on this Suika model is a lot more detailed. I can see Ina's point about the face shape and the neck shape and the chin and all of that and the eye placement. But like the lines just don't match for the hair. They don't match for the hair. They're similar, like the bangs are at the same height. But only the jawline and neck match, actually. And this is the leg overlap. The legs were pretty right on top of each other. That wasn't addressed in the defense document. Same with this eye, which is... that one is really close. I would make the argument that the neck and jaw matching are just expectations of industry standard at this point. Oh yeah. And this is the point that she's trying to make here. Like, is that every anime character has this neck and face shape? I liked her document more. It was more well made. I don't think it was a little bit too wordy and there was a lot of repetitions. But now, let's do something more fun. It's time for VTuber Reacts. So the #1 submissions by Raven June, the Federal Alchemist. So by the way, guys, we're working on so many cool updates for our Discord server. And now, the more you contribute to the server and you get different points based on like if you type a lot or if you submit clips a lot and stuff, there is the Kitsune bot that will select a few winners each week and you will get special roles for these weeks and special perks.
Yeah,
I'm training you guys.
What up, guys? It is I, the real Fillion, and I have returned with great news, everybody. Great news.
I didn't know she was
This is
gone.
the earliest stream in my entire career. After 5 days of not streaming, we're back, baby. Chat, I made you wake up this early for disastrous news. We have the saddest news ever. First of all, you guys need to know this. This is gonna be a very short stream. And no, I'm not graduating. It's even worse. I no longer have a PC. In case you guys are curious, I am streaming from a friend's laptop. I thought it'd be very fun to go traveling the world while doing
Is that why her voice sounds so scratchy? I thought it was just my headset.
streams with friends. And as it turns out, sometimes things don't go as expected. Number 1, you should never go to an airport with a PC in a box. Tell them the PC is in the cardboard box, and then mistakenly joke under your breath that it's actually a bomb.
No way she did that. Did she do that?
Now, you may not believe it, but I have zero self-control. So, when I was at the airport, I said, "Yo, this is a PC." And they said, "Okay." And I whispered, "Definitely not a bomb."
No way. No. No. Fillion.
And they immediately said, "Fillion, interesting. We're gonna have to put this into oversized baggage." And chat, if you guys know what that's code word for, that means we need to check it out and make sure we might arrest you. Because we are not putting it on the same airplane.
Wait. They also said they needed to put my luggage in oversized baggage. Is this actually code word for that?
As you. Now, listen. I don't know if they heard me. I don't know if they're just doing a normal PC check. But guys, they effing took my PC. And by the time I got off the airplane, there was no more PC.
No.
So right now, chat, I am in my friend's room, streaming off of a gosh dang laptop that has 0 FPS on a potato microphone. And my current stream background, I had to re-download as well as my model and set up OBS. I don't even think the stream quality is functioning at this point. Yeah, I know. Chat. This is your very best 0 FPS streamer. I'm doing my best out here, but we were on a struggle meal today. I have updates for you guys. I have information for you guys, okay? Thing number 1. I don't know if I'm getting my PC back.
What?
And chat, if that never comes back, I might have to quit streaming. I don't know. There's so many things on that little effing hard drive that I've never uploaded onto the internet because I'm schizo. And also
Oh
lazy.
no.
If they permanently confiscate my PC, I'm going to cry. But yeah,
Bro.
Chad, so here's the situation, okay? I'm in a foreign land. I have no PC. I have no means to stream.
Dude, I feel bad for the like American intelligence scanning her PC right now. They're gonna find a lot of crazy shit out on there.
And I really wanted to say hi to you guys and like let you guys know what's happening. So I stole a laptop. I downloaded
Oh,
OBS.
God.
I downloaded my model on it. I went live with this garbage can microphone. All to tell you guys, I'm cooked. So chat, I hope you guys can give me a bit of time. But the current situation is this will be the last stream for the foreseeable future. I'm hoping if things go well, I can go live again. You know, like next Wednesday maybe, cause I'll be back by then. Hopefully I'll have my PC. But you know, chat, the chair will be back. The chair will stream for me if it has to. That's all we really got going on, chat. If I gotta buy a new PC, I'll do it. But unfortunately, due to wanting to stream while traveling, unironically, I will be able to stream less. So, you know how it is, boys. We made a couple mistakes. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, TSA stole my effing PC. And, I don't know when I'm getting it back. And I'm pretty sure they didn't hold me say bomb.
No, but
They
don't you
might
get
have.
it back?
I don't know. But, yeah. Chat, that's the scoop, okay? I am in a foreign country with no PC, no credit card, and half of a passport, and I am lost. I will see you guys on Wednesday, okay, boys? In like 4 days, 5 days, something like that, okay, chat? But I'm just surprised the internet held up long enough for me to actually stream this junk. I'll be back, chat, really soon, okay? But yeah, that's all I had to say, okay, guys? Hashtag free Billions PC, let's get it, boys! A lot of people have been telling me, like, feeling like you need to take a vacation, so I tried to take a vacation and then stream anyway, but the universe told me I had to take a vacation, so I'm just gonna be on vacation, I guess. I don't know. No, chat, we're not quitting streaming yet. I need to get canceled a couple more times, you know. I think 5 cancellations will be about the right number. And then I'll ride off to the sunset. But yeah, you guys have stuck with me for a little bit longer. I just have to disappear for a little bit. So yeah, pretend like the government has me hostage. I'm in the movie Taken, and yeah, that's
I had my tablet quote unquote lost by TSA before. Oh yeah, why did it confiscate your tablet, Alagraza?
all we got going on. Okay, chat, boys. I'll see you soon. Hashtag free Billions PC. Love you guys. All right, snackers. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Oh, this is a submission by Mickey Game. What? I didn't click on it.
なんかそういうのないの？なんかこれ絶対気になっちゃうみたいな。
団長さん、これあれなんだけど、女の子そうだ、あれじゃん。その大胸筋バンドあるじゃないですか。
ああ、大胸筋
それの干し方すっごいうるさいよ、団長。
大胸筋バンドって干すの？
What do you mean?
干しラミーも乾燥機ぶっ込み。乾燥機
What's a pectoralis?
入れるよ。
ネロで洗濯で回してそのまま乾燥までやってバスタオルと一緒にやるよね。
やる。
なんで
呪いにかかったどうしたん？こんなに発狂したノイロ初めて見たんだけど。今年で一番発狂したかも。あのさいや本当に大事にしてワイヤーって本当に繊細だからさ。
それさ育ちが出てるよやっぱり。
いやでもノエタンほどでかいとないからだよ。ラミーはあれラミーさ大事にしてだってワイヤーだってね干し方じゃ聞いてね。乾燥機
一旦聞こう一旦。
ちなみに乾燥機はもうマジで論外ね。論外。
乾燥機って論外だ。
論外だまず論外なのね。まずおしゃれ着洗いします。
はいはいはい。
本当はおしゃれ着洗いも良くないの。本当は手洗いが一
I'm
番いい
I'm having so much trouble washing my clothes lately. I think I need a new machine, guys.
さすがに現代 にちょっと反してるよね。
はいはい
だから
But then replacing my machines is such a hassle. You gotta throw out the other one and plug in the new one. I hate that. I hate everything that's troublesome. I hate everything that's troublesome. I'm legit Nagi from Blue Lock.
まあそうそう現代のちょっと忙しいね。
忙しい現代人には反してる
反してるからちょっともう本当におしゃれギ
You
ャグ
got big badonkadonks too, Rima? I really mean? I'm not responding to that question.
洗いで、でおしゃれ着洗いしてから、こうあるじゃんこう。
It's
ね
1K,
そ
Polto.
のここなんかね紐で干してる人許せないくて。
干してないから分かんない
あの紐嫌いなんだよ。
どういうこと？肩紐？
肩紐細くてさ、いってってなるか
なんから太いの好きなタイプだね
スポブラだろ普通にこう。あれが一番よくね。こうバッバッバッでしかもワイヤーも入ってる。
And the biggest problem is that I actually like threw my hoodie in the washing machine. It's a delicate hoodie that I bought from Japan. It was pretty expensive too, because everything there is super expensive. And my pants that I bought from Japan too. And I checked the pockets of my pants to make sure I didn't forget anything in it. But I didn't check the hoodie pockets. And I made a serious big blunder. And I'm still paying for that one. 2 days later, there was a pack of smokes in there and a pack of gum apparently, because I found some gums. And there's also some sticks in the washing machine now. Like there was a bunch of sticks. And like I never even carry smokes around, but I went out. So when I drink, I do carry some, or I take them just to give to some people. So yeah, it's doomed.
あじゃあまあそれならまあスバちゃんワンチャンいいのかもね。ワイヤーがね変形しちゃうから。
No, I don't smoke. I just smoke when I go out and drink. So like twice a year.
早期はダメで。
そうなんだ。
でちなみに紐がなんでダメかっていうと紐が伸びちゃうからね。だからその干すときはそのワイヤー
Yeah, I'm a social
その
smoker.
ちょっと離れたところでもう
But not, I wouldn't say social smoker, because social smoker means like you'll go out and smoke with people at work, for example. Like the people that worked for me on my last job, they were actual smokers, and oh my god, it's like they went to have a smoking break like every hour, and it's like, 15-minute smoking break. It's like, now I get why the study says that smokers are less effective employees. But, I'm not gonna tell them like, hey guys, we need to work. But I was like, this is a lot of smoking.
あと逆さにして干す。
よこうやってね
すごい
円形にしてね
今度は一緒にさ、大胸筋バンド屋さん行ってさ、選んでもらおうよ。
ないもんだってサイズ
それ続きがあって
続きが
まだある
まだある
でもそれをやってたんでも
うん
でもねそれすらも団長はちょっとなんかやっぱ型崩れ
It's an OP loophole to like have breaks. Legit, it's like, oh, I need to smoke. So why are people saying so you do smoke? No, I don't. I don't. Poop or smoke at work is the way to go. Dude, if you gotta poop every 15 minutes at work for 15 minutes, people are gonna be like, what's wrong with your bowels?
しちゃうなと思って、最近はなんかこう人形なんかぬいぐるみとかを干す用の円形のね
お風呂にあった
そう
あ、そうなんだ。
お風呂に干してあった
なんかさ、
そうネット
着物みたいな。
そう紐みたいなやつ
紐のを干すみたいななんかそういうね平たいやつに
ぬいぐるみとか干すやつでしょ
そうあれに優しく置いて乾かして
すげえな大胸筋バンドが泣いて喜んでるよ
泣いて喜んでるでもそうやっぱね大事なんでだって長持ちさせるのにね
そうなんだ。
Oh my god!
いやだってでもラミ
Oh yeah.
ラミーは愛情いっぱいアイカップなんだけど、
うん
愛情いっぱいアイカップ。
そうですよ愛情いっぱいアイカップなんだけどアイカップぐらいはまあ5店舗に1店舗ぐらいはあるサイズ
Dude.
でも
Dude, you know how like people are like all English VTubers all they do, these indie VTubers, is like clickbait, sex, and loot stuff, and all of that. And then I literally like have my For You page have like a bunch of clips from Marine, like that are clickbaiting the lewdest stuff. There's these conversations that happen almost every day, but it's just because I don't know, they're Japanese. It looks more demure, I guess. Maybe because we don't understand the language, or maybe because they're so cute. I don't know. But it's like, it's funny.
もうちょっとナイト、あれナイトの K でしたっけ？そうですね、K ですね。ナイトの K は何でした
Yeah,
っ
when
け？
right? When JP does it, it sounds so natural and normal.
ケイのさ
But they're actually saying stuff that are out of pocket.
うん。
見たことねえかも。確かになんか
お
並んでる
店には
じゃん。
しないよ。
その大胸筋バンドが、
うん。
並んでて確かに K 見たことないかも。
K って何？お店では本当に入ったことないな。でなんか昔、アメリカに行ったことがあるよ。でアメリカ
Oh, she came to America.
そうアメリカそうアメリカに日本にはないからアメリカなんかついでにそうアメリカのそうアメリカのなんかそういう観光ついでに行ったのなんかなかったサイズ
What?
なくて
世界最強ってこと？
ナイト世界最強なんだ
No way.
なんかね
They're saying she's the strongest in the world because she's got 2 big boobs for American bras.
あったんだけどアンダーがなんかすごいそうなんかでかくなってだからなんかねそのアンダーのやつはなくて
じゃあどうやって買ってるの？
もう通販
でも
通販も結構当たり外れないあるだからそれはもうなくそうなんだ
I don't believe that.
試着できないと厳しいんですよ大概ね
Charlie, calm down.
マジで？
つけるやん出るよね
I can't believe that. I've literally had bras that I could put on my head and like my head would fit in it. And I have a pretty big head. Like, you know how big my VTuber head is? I have a big head like that IRL too.
そうだから
どっから出てくるの？ここ？
そうここに出てくんねんいやだからでそれまずいよマジだから
それ決まってんや試着するときさなんかおばあちゃんみたいなやつがちょっとやりますよとか言ってこうやって
ギリギリね隠してるんですよ布地にでもそう動いた時とかに出た時とかあるからそうなんよ外とかさこういうさなんか
What?
薄着の時あるじゃん夏とか T シャツの時で出たらまずいからだんだんいつもティッシュ詰めてる
そう言ってたね
ティッシュ詰めてる。
そうティッシュ詰めたら
Wait, she stuffs it with tissue.
出ても大丈夫だから
はみ出てくんのいやこれ笑
I wonder if Subaru's flat or if she's like, oppai.
なんでさ想像できるなんだ出てくるって
見せたろ
いやいないよやめて
常にちょっと出る
I have a very clear visual image in my head right now.
出とんねん
そうなんだよ
やめてよ
これでも別にエロい話とかじゃなくてこれ悩みですからね
悩みね
本当にそうなんですよねだからネットとかだとねやっぱ失敗することも多い
そうだから多分サイズがあったやつをやっぱ大事に使うっていうのがあるのかもね一つ
It's been proven that Subaru can touch her elbows together.
特にないでしょうし
でもこんな発狂するとまだ思う
It's always spilling out. What the fuck? Yeah, she means like her boobs are coming out of the bra. It's not holding it.
でも乾燥機は
だってさのえちゃんと話して一番この数年来で一番発狂
そんな発狂すると思うぐらい
ちょっとラミーのこだわりも聞きたい
ちょっと待ってちょっと考えるから今ちょっと
これだけは
今もう大胸筋でさ吹っ飛んじゃったから
そっか
何もかもが
I'm a torture case on with the funny Japanglish words and phrases from Kurumauji.
My first week when I joined VShojo, I had chat submit a bunch of like videos to react to, and then there was one of you that I wanted to chat with you about.
Oh yeah,
the throwing it back video. It was your form was impeccable. I have to just like compliment you on it.
oh thank you it's
clip with me and Ai-chan, which is my friend in Japan. Yeah. That's
so
the one,
funny.
right?
I love it. Yeah. That's
With
the one.
my butt up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bootylicious.
That one. Yeah, I think we know which one she's talking about. Okay, Charlie. Settle down. Settle down, Charlie.
Is.
Yeah, I was just
It was
showing
so
off
good.
my booty moves.
I know.
Oh.
Look like
We
I
all
do
very
shit
much
with
remember
Joe
that clip.
We all did. I know. I was enraptured by your form. I was like, that's impeccable. How is she doing that?
Oh, wait, can you do it?
I dare say it would be embarrassing to try.
Wait, Chad. Is she telling me that she don't got the moves? Give me ass mafia. Come on.
I mean, I could try. Hey, damn, too bad I'm virtual for DreamHack coming up this weekend. If I was there in person, you could have taught me in person. We could have had a twerk collab on stage. A twerk off. You would have definitely won, though.
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
My money's on you. Yeah, I have grandma hips. I'm not sure if I'd make it.
Grandma. Oh, no. I would love to see your grandma hips. Make
Oh my
it
god.
and let all the V
Would Amelie shake like would Amelie twerk like Miley Cyrus?
Shoujo girls
You know, like
react to
no
it.
booty?
Can't even see the screen. I mean, they filled out the screen. Can't even see my ass. Those
No
clips.
ass, just hips, just grandma
No
hips.
ass. Just grandma
Oh
hips.
god, it's me on a walker, slowly making
Grandma
my way
hip
up.
cracks. I love that.
Grandma hip cracks ASMR, the video.
Oh. ASMR. Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm buying that.
Yeah, twerk collab, but it's just my hips cracking. Chat says that he's your husband though.
Who?
He is.
He is.
Do you have a anime husband?
An anime husbando. I have so many. How can I choose?
Oh my god, you got she got so many. Oh, I got
have so
only
many.
one girl, and that's Kiryu Kazuma.
Have you ever played Lethal Company?
She has a husbando in Lethal Company?
Wait. What?
What?
Do you know?
Huh?
So you played
Nani?
Lethal Company. Do you know the one monster that like sneaks up behind you and like breaks your neck?
What?
Wait, there's a monster like that?
the bracket.
Oh no, she's a bow VTuber.
He's like big and he's got like two glowing eyes.
She's into that? She's into monsters?
Lethal Company. Is this your husband? Yeah, what the hell is this?
No, Kason, you have to hear me out. You have to hear me out.
Wow.
Okay, let me hear
I
it.
thought I was a
There's
freak.
a lot of really nice fan art with him.
How? I don't believe that. I actually don't believe that.
After the stream, if you give me your permission, I'll send you the fan art.
Say no, Kason. It's a trap.
He's very sexy. Sexy.
I'm googling the image of him. It doesn't look sexy. Excuse me?
You know,
Excuse me?
Love-
What the fuck?
love comes in many forms.
Well, you're right.
I
You
also-
are right. But what the fuck?
That's
What
him.
the-
That's my man.
Okay. Well, I don't know your age, woman.
Zoomer slang. Oh.
Zoomer slang.
Zoomer slang. Are there any like slang words in Japanese that you like right now that are like new and like? Because like I know in like here we have so much slang that comes up like every month. I feel like there's a new word.
I know, and I am not catching up with any of them. They've been inventing Japanese words so much, I don't even know what them
Really?
Really?
they're talking about right now. They're just talking new language.
Yeah.
The fuck are they talking about in fucking TikTok or fucking like that? What the
Yeah. There's so much.
brain rot? Fucking.
I wonder if there's Japanese versions of the brain rot.
I think there is. I just don't know. I'm a grandma now. I don't even know what they're
Me
talking
too.
about. They
I
look the
can't
same.
keep up
They
with the
sound the
kids.
same. They
Gomenasari is one that I've heard that I find so cute. Gomenasari!
Gomena, sorry.
Arigato gozaimasu. Oh my god. No.
Is that a word you use a lot? Gomenasari?
No, I never. Because that's shitty Japanese.
Oh, you don't like it? Oh no! Yabai! Oh no!
Yabai, yabai.
Yabai! Oh!
Yabai means
I'm sure if a
dangerous too.
Japanese-
Yeah, dangerous.
I'm sure if a Japanese person would use it, it would sound cuter, though.
Oh.
It has a lot of meanings, yabai. Yeah, so
Smashing.
that's why I think yabai
Sorry,
is
masen
very,
is a thing?
compared
No.
to fuck in English.
Oh, that's
It
what
has a
Demon
lot of
Dice
meanings.
says to you. Demon Dice says, Gomenasari.
Oh, go man, no, sorry. Oh, I slap her every time when she says it.
Yamete kuda, stop.
Not the shitty Japanese.
Oh no, no.
Not in front of me.
Oh my god, wait, I like this. Is excuse them, masen?
Oh, no.
Excuse me, masen.
Excuse me, masen.
Gomenasari.
Excuse me, masen. Yeah, that's excuse me and sue me, masen. Oh my god, I've never heard of that before.
I also like Choto, my mates.
Choto, my mates. I've never heard that before too. Oh my god.
I don't know this expression.
Stuff and now there's more. Oh.
Choto, my mates. Welcome to my new intro. Hi, my name's Amelie, and I'm a voice actor and singer. Choto, my mates. Welcome.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Shitty Japanese everywhere.
Choto a minute is also a funny one.
Oh, isn't it just chotto mate? I don't get what the chotto my mates come from.
Oh my god, Yamete Kuda, stop! Yamete,
Kayson's in pain on this day. We've tortured her.
ouch.
Hi.
Taihen.
What's Taihen?
How many
Zen.
how many models do you have? How many Gundam figures do you have?
I have made over 40 now.
Where do you keep them?
Oh, everywhere.
As our model looks around, everywhere. They're in the walls.
Everywhere.
They're staring at you right now.
Watching me. There's one right behind me right now, right next to me right now. They're on shelves. They're everywhere.
Do you have the Freedom Gundam? I think that's my favorite.
Oh yes, I have. I made it once. Yeah, Freedom Gundam.
He's
It's really
pretty.
cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like
You
Gundam
should try
Seed.
one.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will try. Is it a lot of
Yeah.
pieces?
It depends. Depends on what kit you use, but you can start with the simple ones, maybe.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do
Yeah,
it for
there's,
Suffer Sunday.
Yeah, there's grades. There's high grade. There's perfect grade. There's master grade, and you can start with high grade. That's
No, Master.
that's-
Grand
Oh, you're gonna
Master
start with
grade.
Master?
I'm
Oh,
gonna start
oh,
with
no.
Master.
Don't start with master. You're gonna throw everything out of the window.
What? Do you have to paint them or?
Oh, you don't have to paint them. You don't have to do that. You can just
okay.
yeah, you just put it. You just need your hands. Yeah.
Okay, just my hands. I'm gonna
No
I'm
glue.
gonna get a Grandmaster one.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen, Kason? What's the worst that could happen?
Well,
Isn't it gonna be like
Call
super
for me at 4
expensive?
a.m. your time, and I'm gonna be like, Kason,
That's the
help!
worst that could happen to me. I mean, getting a
Kason,
call from
help.
Amelie at 4 a.m. for help. Worst. Yeah, the worst thing could happen is you never finish. Right.
That's true.
It's not gonna blow up.
What is it? What's a master grade Gundam? Is it that hard? I went to her therapist and reflects about the recent events.
But let's see. This morning I woke up, did my sponsorship, promptly went back to bed. I said I was going to play Obscure Claire after. I lied because I was so tired afterwards. I could not keep my eyes open at all. I was barely holding on by the end of the stream. As soon as I hit my bed, I passed out and didn't wake up until like 12:30. And then I think an hour after that, I went to therapy. I went to see my therapist. So there was a couple times I had to reschedule seeing my therapist the last month. I just had too many overlap in my schedule. And then she got outbooked for a while. So it's the first time I've seen a therapist since everything has happened. So the majority of the therapy session was me just like having to explain everything to her. And yeah, it was very cathartic. I think that it's very sick. How else can I describe this other than, like it's when you're like living through something, it's kind of hard to see it like objectively. And it's really hard to kind of like, because when you're in the middle of it, you don't really get to heal. You're not at that point yet. You have to let yourself experience all of the emotions, all of the feelings, all of the thoughts. You have to go through them. That's the only way. There's only one way out, and it's through. And that was really hard for me. I tried everything, I was kind of speed running self-improvement. Like, I just want to get back up on my feet. I just, I don't want to become bitter. I don't want to come out of this any more worse for wear than I already am. And I was doing a lot. I was reading, I was meditating, I was doing yoga, I was working out, fixing my sleep schedule. There was a whole week where I kind of gave myself grace to just rot, just rot out for however long I need to. Don't talk to anyone, isolate, just do what I need to. Be bad. Well, not bad. I don't want to say bad, but I gave myself grace to just feel all of it. Healing is, I don't know. Healing's really...
Bro, unrelated, but I still think she's got one of the best models out there.
Healing's really ugly. A lot of people don't talk about that enough. Healing is not it's not aesthetic. It's not like a Pinterest mood board. It's not something you can write neatly in a diary. It is, you talk about it, and then you don't talk about it, and then you talk about it, and then you don't talk about it, and then it exhausts the people around you, and, everyone's moved on, but you're still living it. And it's not fair to the people around you, but it's not fair to you either. I talked about a lot of stuff like that. I tried to focus more on how to, I guess, move on and have healthy takeaways and learn radical acceptance. Radical acceptance is,
I was going to ask, what is radical acceptance? I think she's going to explain it now.
Accepting your situation without a shadow of a doubt, and being really realistic, and having, I guess, I don't know. It's hard. Healing is not linear. That's what I keep trying to tell myself. I have bad days, and then I have good days, and then I have bad days again. And then I think, and then, it's the funny meme graph of, we're so back. It's so over. We're so back. Chat, it's so over. My mom would miss me. Chat, we're back.
I really like this graph, by the way. It's such a good meme.
It's so over. But yeah, one thing my therapist said that made me feel really good was she was glad that I did not become what the world wanted me to, and that instead of letting my suffering make me cold and bitter and closed off and hateful, I still want to walk with as much kindness as possible. But now I need to learn how to do that for myself.
Yeah, I think Bao is the type of person that wears her heart on her sleeve. And well, I don't know. That's just the vibes I get from her, right? I don't really know for certain. I'm talking just vibes. She seems really sweet, and perhaps because of that, people think that they can get comfortable around her. Which is maybe explain why she's had so many unfortunate situations with people trying to take advantage of her. But it would suck if she did become bitter about it. So I'm happy to say that, you know, she's trying to work through that, and she's trying to remain the same, because, I mean, she's had a couple pretty bad experiences. But I'm sure she's also had some wonderful ones because of that personality trait.
Not just for others. Deep breaths. I'm shifting into healing. So true. It is hard to accept trauma because, yeah, it sucks that it happened, but it happened without a shadow of a doubt. And so what do you do from here? Do you let it change you for better or for worse? And that is the crossroads of which I am at. And I'm trying very hard to I'm trying to be on the side of the school bus. You know the meme chat? You know the meme where the guy's on the left side of the school bus and it's really sad and monochrome. And then the guy's on the other side of the bus and he's like very happy. He's looking outside the window and there's a Roblox sunset. That I'm trying to be the guy looking at the Roblox sunset. There are two wolves inside of you and they're very, very loud and they're humping each other. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think I'll ever become bitter and jaded, but I am becoming more impatient. I have a shorter fuse with things that I think don't fly, that I've let fly with me in the past, and that don't. I'm like, nope. As soon as I see something, as soon as the alarm bells ring, I put a stop to it. And it's about establishing boundaries, you know? And I try to give everybody a chance. I really do. But if somebody oversteps, somebody gets too comfortable, I don't like that. And I think I'm a little quicker to just stop that.
That's great. That is exactly how I'm feeling. If you healing like the art kintsugi, I love kintsugi. The cracks are there, but they can be embraced. Exactly. I do love the art of kintsugi. You can still live a full, fulfilling life with the tools that you have, aka your body and who you are, despite it all. Mm-hmm. I do not need, I don't know. I don't think there's anything I really need right now other than courage to continue healing, because it does.
Not familiar with radical acceptance, but sounds like accepting something happened without denial, judgment. Oh, so you become detached from it. I see, yeah. So you can look back at it like you're another person. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pretty chill on mental health for the past 2 or 3 years after struggling for a bit. So it's been good. I'll say that being on the internet and being online has opened up some, problematics. I don't even know if that's a word, that you would have never thought it would have. I heard other content creators say that in interviews before. Now I understand what they mean by it. Working a regular job is one thing, and it has its own set of struggles and suffering and all of that. And then being an online creator, it looks really cool, but it also comes with its very unique problems that you would have never, ever thought could be problems. Like, legit. And sometimes you know, things happen and you just like, I'm trying to think of a way to explain my online problems to somebody IRL or to one of the people that I care about and that cares about me. And I'm just like, where do I even start? How do I even explain this? Yeah, everything has pros and cons, seriously. I think the quote unquote fame part of being a content creator is not as great as it seems. I think it's one of the worst thing about being a content creator, actually.
Just take courage to
Because
recognize.
I think it comes with the most downsides, but maybe that's just a very no, because I mean some people would argue that it also comes with perks and pro sides, but I feel like most of the time I just see the downsides of it.
That things are not so hot right now and to get back up. And I think that shit is hard, and it is definitely something that is better done with a good support system than alone.
Yeah.
I think if you
depends how people value certain traits or makes them more pro and con. Yeah. I think like you guys know I just worked like I just came off a big project IRL that basically I had to dedicate all of my time on it. And it was something like it was like stressful in its own way because it was like high pressure and there's like large amounts of money that are involved and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of people relying on you. Whereas when you're a content creator, it's like it's just you. But it was so nice to just kind of turn off your brain and do it and to just not have the time to think about anything else because everything had to be done right now. Like everything was a problem that needed to be solved and you always had to be in like solution mode. So there was no time to get into your own head. Whereas everything that happens online is mostly psychological instead of physical. Thank you, Casual. You certainly can't poop or smoke every 15 minutes like me.
want to heal, then being around good company is important too. But at the end of the day, it is you who must take the final step. The first step forward and the final step. Stretching. You know how I said I'm gonna touch you in the beginning of stream? And I'm touching you, but emotionally. I'm touching your heart through your asshole. But I am touching your heart regardless.
What? With your asshole? Yeah, it seems like Bao's been struggling a lot with her recovery and everything. I didn't expect that. I thought it was put behind, but I guess it is the reason why she's been a little bit more absent from the internet lately.
Our video submission is going to be opening anytime soon. We will see, hopefully soon. No VTuber clips? No. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm going to be honest, some of the stuff you guys find funny is just not funny. So I think I'll be fine. I think I may say no VTuber clips because of the fact that I feel like it's going to be used to cause drama, and I don't want that shit. I don't want any drama, so...
What?
No VTuber clips. Because if I don't laugh at a VTuber clip, and then people are going to start shit-talking, saying, oh, she didn't laugh at a friend? Because I know some people just like to start problems, because that's just who they are. I'm looking at you.
That's crazy. Well, I like this model. How come I haven't seen this model?
Not everybody, but the people that like to start problems. You know who you are. And if you think I'm talking about you, I probably am. There's always a few. Oh yeah, there's people that hate watch me all the time. It's fine. I don't really understand why you would hate.
I still don't get the Iron Mouse haters. I don't get how you could hate her. I just don't see it. This happened with Nags too? Oh, the VTuber clip submissions? Yeah, I think that's why Nags got mentioned in Discord, yeah.
Somebody, but they do it anyway, and it's just so cringe, and it's like, Jesus Christ, bro. I hope you get help in your life. I hope you get help one day. I really do. And I know people will be like, oh, how is that possible? Bro, trust me, it's possible. It happens. It's just like that person that came to my panel the other day, where it's like they waited in line for hours. They waited in line for hours. At Anime Boston.
Oh my god.
Like, holy shit. I just feel bad for you at this point. Because, like, imagine dedicating all that time of your life to be cringe.
Dude, some people need to unplug from the internet. When you spend more of your time being an anti and being negative about other people, rather than working on your hobbies, your dreams, or spending time doing things that make you happy. Bro could have built a gunpla during that time. I don't get it.
Listen, you cannot tell me that a person who is willing to wait for hours.
At that point, it's hard to feel upset because of how baffled I would be.
Yes, I don't even feel upset at the person. I feel bad for them, and I just want them to get help.
Hating is a full-time job, true.
And it happens to me every convention, dude. There's always at least one person in every single convention that I've seen how long the lines get.
No way.
Like, this line like snaked around. It snaked all the way around, and people are waiting for hours to see me. And this person waited for hours in this line. And it's like, Jesus. I just want to know, is your heart and brain okay? Like, how's your blood pressure? Are you all right? Like, Jesus Christ. You're gonna like hate yourself into an early grave, bro. Man, get help, bro. And those are the same people that they'll sit here and watch a full stream. And y'all know how long I stream, dude. You guys know, sometimes I'm streaming 16 hours. There will be somebody sitting here for 16 hours watching with hatred in their heart. And it's like, brother, what? At this point, I just want to apologize to your parents because, like, bro, I'm sorry to your mom and dad because you're, like, wasting your life. You're wasting your life doing this, being angry. It's me, I say it for 16 hours, but with love in my heart. You know what? That's different because you're feeling love and you're feeling happiness and you're having a great time and you're enjoying your life. I feel like if you're enjoying your life, that's different, bro. And also, most people that sit here and enjoy their life, they're doing other things in their life while they're watching.
Yeah, a lot of people draw while they watch me or do other things. That's true. Oh, this is a clip from Mary _EN. Oh, sorry, I'm pronouncing it wrong. You guys are gonna flame me. It's Mari.
I also want to mention, if you guys weren't here yesterday, Sakana cut me a deal.
Wait, what?
Sakana cut me a crazy deal. Please buy my coffee.
Okay.
Please. Sakana said if I can sell 600 coffees, then he'll buy me a Waka cabinet for my house.
No way. What's a Waka cabinet?
So you guys should buy my coffee. I can literally, I'm screenshotting this so that
what's a Waka cabinet or whatever? Oh, it's an arcade machine.
Just for like...
But that's not a cabinet. Why is it called a cabinet? You can't store anything in it.
Proof. Nobody can take this away from me. He said it. I asked him. What will it take? What will it take? 600 coffees.
Okay.
At first he counted it wrong. we got to 600. He almost said 350, which would have been crazy, but like 600? I can do that. I can do that. We can do that, I think. We can do that.
Yo, 3,600 US
How many have you
dollars
sold so far
for an
since
arcade?
joining? I don't know, actually. Mari, just get a rich boyfriend. Anybody, no, just kidding. Don't actually take me seriously. Anybody with lots of money, I don't really think it works that way. I appreciate your excitement, but even if that was the case, like, I don't know. Call me gay, but if I was gonna fall in love, I would really hope that it's for love and not for money.
Okay. Okay. Mari. Ian.
Did you hear about that fight I got into? The one where I got upset at another VTuber and beat her over the head with a steel chair because she said something that I didn't like. No? You didn't? That's because it never happened. I think. I wish I had another witty thing to add here, but honestly, almost all the drama I've seen as a VTuber could have just been resolved with a private conversation. Why it always ends up being more, I don't know. If you want to avoid drama, the simple answer would be to not comment on every incident that transpires, lest you get caught up in it yourself. It's okay to comment on it in your head, but not type it out and press post. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be streaming until someone drops a Google Doc on me to cancel me for being too horse-like or something.
I love the combination of her voice with the music.
A whole language and then some dialects. What's like the coolest Spanish dialect? Is there like one Spanish to rule them all? Is there anything like that? Esperanto? Argentinian? Some dialects? Buenas noches, chicas. Castellano. Listen, buddy, he goes to Mira too. Isn't that what that laughing guy says? Chat. Laughing kek meme? No? Oh, A2. Is that what he's saying? A2.
I really like this video, by the way. It's so funny.
Line up with the Arium and Pokedex. Chilena. A2. I see. Oh, that's Portuguese. Oh, he's saying Jesus.
What is the most common Spanish accent?
Hey, you.
Oh, I got a cough again.
This is way of speaking, don't pay too much attention. Yeah, thank you. Colombian accent is the hottest. Spanish accent from different countries. Types of Spanish accents. Wait, is there like a YouTube short?
Joanna, shit to say, you get it.
Sucks.
There we go. Carpeting.
Medias.
Medias.
Hold on.
Sucks.
Carpeting.
Medias.
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 Calcetín. Medias. Speed bump.
Vale.
What?
Policía acostado.
Oh. Lying down up! Yeah, what country is this? They're funny. Yeah, this country is funny. I like this one.
Chapa acostado.
Policía
Oh,
acostado.
Tope. Lomo de burro.
What?
Car.
Coche. Coche.
Carro.
Carro. Okay. Chat, I'm leaning towards the red and yellow one. This one's a little bit easier.
Carro.
Carro. Auto.
Auto. Oh!
Auto.
Yeah, these are the Argentinians. You can see the German bleeding through.
You're cheering for me, of course, Anna. That's a thank you. In Sierra, we call it muerto, dead guy.
Sneakers.
Zapatilla.
Zapatilla.
Zapatos de tenis.
Tenis o
Bro.
Oh.
What's this one? What's this flag?
Tennis.
Spain. Oh, no,
Tennis.
the other one's Spain. This one, red and yellow.
Zapatillas.
Zapatillas.
Auto.
Auto.
guagua?
Autobus.
Wawa.
Guagua.
Bus.
Bus.
Us.
Bondi.
Bondi.
That one's so different. Bondi.
Why are they laughing, Jack?
For bus.
What's funny about that? Why are they laughing about it? Because it's stupid?
I think it's just so different.
Weird. Can't do anything right. Oh, these another word for Lloyd? What? Oh, my spooky thing. You've learned Spain accent.
Yeah,
I'm going,
Argentina just wants to be different. Yeah. We also have like this new bot. It's in beta testing. It's like a bot that Geminix has been coding, and it's pretty interesting. I want to test it out. So it comes up with the top VTuber clips. Yeah, it's pretty performant. The top VTuber clips in the last 24 hours. And the top shorts in the last 24 hours. And it also like takes a breakdown of all the topics we've discussed, like in Rats or in VTuber Talk, for example. So like in Rats, it's like debate on the philosophy of being right versus being kind, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty funny. We're still working on it. But he put a lot of work into it. And I'm curious to see what are the top clips. So, you know, for the people that like to watch VTuber clips, I think this could be really useful.
稼ごうみんな
稼ごうお金稼ぐゲームなんだゴミ拾うゲームかと思ってた
お金もらえるんよ丁重に扱って
あゴミを
じゃあゴミじゃない
拾い物
ゴミじゃないちゃんとしたものを拾う
Oh, so what is this game? This is like a co-op game, like Repo? This one's really good?
そうだよ
Okay.
OK
So it's Flare?
次私そうだよ
ひなだよ
わーおはようこんにちはこんばんは
That's Ina's voice, alright.
お願いし
ひなだけ200にしてもいいかなダメかな
お願いしますゲーミングになるな配信者
絶対に拾う稲の声を
I can hear Vivi's voice.
俺の稲
フレアの声50ぐらいでいいから稲の声120、150%ぐらいです
どれの配信なんだそれは稲の奥になっちゃうなお願いしますお願いしますちょっと誰か回復もらってほしい1じゃないよ50ある
26
26この2人が HP 分け合ってほしいこれで
どうやって食べればいいのこれ E ボタンでいいの
いいで E ボタンで E ボタンで食べて
お76になった
増えた
Guys, I'm understanding a little bit of the Japanese that's being spoken, no cap.
どうやってあげればいいの
どうぞ左稲の背中を押してお開けた全部ひな先輩にあげる勢い
稲を100にすればいいの
あかんフレア先輩死ぬ稲を100にすればいいのいやもう十分ですよ大丈夫ですよ上げすぎ66じゃあ1個もらっちゃう大丈夫です10もらったから私が行くね大丈夫
A monster? Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, that's scary. She's running out of energy fast. Oh, you can hide?
Eh, 待って。イナは
Oh my god. That is freaky.
どうなったんだいるどこだろうまっすぐ帰ってくるだけだったのに集の方がいいかなでもさすがにもう帰ってこないか
Ina speaks Japanese well.
でも分かった頭寒いですよ生きてるかもしれないですよじゃあイナと二人でここで暮らすここで食べ物は私を食べればいいじゃないこのエナジーを使ってるからいやでもそんなことできないですよ
They're like anime characters.
やられたー。それっきりだね。お、やばいぞ。俺のイナ発動してます、これ。
Oh, so Vivi's dead.
じゃあ
帰って何を見させられてるんだ。何を見せられてる早く
私を食べればいいじゃないこのエナジーを使って
ええって、はよ帰れ。何逆やってんねん。帰れ。はよ進め。早く帰れ。ボタン押すんだ。ほら、来てるぞあいつら。ほら、来てるよ。やばい。早く帰れ。何をしてるんだ。早く帰れ。死んじゃうよ。戦ってる。
顔の下
早くイチャイチャしてっからだぞ。ほら、帰らないから。もう一生来る。どうやって帰るんだ。帰るの初めてだから。帰り方を知らないんじゃないか。帰り方知らんの。嘘。むずいそれはまずい。さっきの長押しとじゃん。やってる押してる。ナイス。
Okay, nice.
ほら、来てる。いっぱい来てる。来てるよ、ついてきてるよ。
Are they lost?
ねえ、やばかった。イチャイチャしてるから、どんどん敵が湧いてくる。
そうですよ。イチャイチャしてるから何見せられてんねん。
見てたんですか。
見てましたよ、イナ先輩。みんなはよ言ってましたよ。はよ帰れって。
The funniest whole life Ian moments of May 2025. Oh god, this is 56 minutes long. But Cece hates carbonated drinks.
I love carbonated love, the song. I do not love carbonated drinks. I'm sorry. I guess sometimes it's nice. Sometimes I like having a little bit of Coca-Cola. Coke. Or Sprite. I like Sprite.
Diet Coke,
but
yeah.
It's like, I just don't like drinking a lot of it because it tickles my nose. And I do not like carbonated water. I despise carbonated water. And apple troll is basically apple juice with carbonated water. And it's like really popular and everyone loves it and I don't like it. And that doesn't make me a contrarian. It's
Yeah, I also don't like carbonated water. I like bubbly though.
It means I have the refined tastes. That's okay. If we all had the same taste, then life would be boring, now wouldn't it? Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So if you disagree with me, you can stop calling me a contrarian, and you can realize that maybe you are just a sheep. Okay, sorry. There's one exception. I like lightly carbonated water with grenadine, like a syrup beer. Beer is not carbonated.
Did Vedal bail Filion out of jail? What?
Have you heard from Filiana since the airport incident?
It's Cha-Cha.
Maybe if she called her mother. Maybe if she bothered to call me. Why is she in jail? Listen, if she went to jail, I was not her first call. I bet I can tell you who her first call would be. Like if she only had one call to make. It'd be to her boyfriend. Not me, not her poor mother. Just a part.
Okay, Cha-Cha is like the kind of mother that says embarrassing shit about you in front of your friends, and you're like, Mom, stop.
Particularly green turtle. Now, the question is did Vettel bail her out of jail when she got deported? That's enough, that's the real question.
What do you mean she got deported?
So you can't talk to her, but she can call her man Vettel. Well, it's that the thing is if she's only got one call, it's probably not going to be to me. Wait, she got deported? I have no idea because she doesn't call her poor mother. Yeah, she was very flirty with him. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she wound up meeting him at TwitchCon,
Okay. Okay, let's go back to submissions. I just wanted to try this out for a bit. Submission by Altool. You can trust me, chat. And this is a Lumi clip. A Lumi clip.
Hi, it's me, Lumi. Okay, yay! I was actually raging. I saw that tweet. And I went straight to Zinker. I was like, hey, you fucking
Dunkin' Donuts?
Your engagement bait post. It is straight up rage baiting me. It's fucking rage baiting me. Why though? Because no one watches me. Let me read what I said. Your engagement bait is rage baiting me. Who the fuck is getting Starbucks pumpkin spice latte at fucking Dunkin'? The fuck and the donuts at Dunkin' are ass with there's I want to say 15 S's. And then who the fuck thinks I drink tea? Bunch of spamming letters.
Is it too late to submit clips? Yeah, it's a bit late now, but you can submit them throughout the week. And if you haven't joined my Discord yet, make sure you do join at discord.gg/Rima.
Fucking right! And then nobody watches me, bro! And then I posted a screenshot of a comment, and I said, why even comment? What the fuck, decaf? Who the fuck drinks that piss? I literally said piss. I don't usually say the words bro or piss, but I said them because I was fucking crashing out, man. I was straight up crashing out. Who the fuck thinks I drink tea? Who the fuck thinks I drink decaf? And some people are like, you would get the mold from the back of the fridge. Who the fuck? You know what? I was having a very justified crash out, I think, because again, you dumb fuck! What do you mean? Why would I get Starbucks at Dunkin'? So yeah, I was avoiding that tweet on purpose because I knew, I knew that people were gonna be fucking dumb in the comments. I knew it, and I took one look, I took one look, and I was like, how dare they? This is all because, I just want you guys to know, this is all because you guys.
Lumi, when she sees baked cannot go by exam.
I love it. I'm going to eat it. I want the bait so bad. I'm gonna eat the bait. This is because you guys.
She was gonna say I want it in my mouth, but she stopped herself.
On Twitter, and that opens me up to getting fucking one guide. This is because you guys.
I see you're upset, Lumi. I understand your
Yeah.
frustration.
Yeah.
But have you gotten the pumpkin spice latte at Dunkin'?
It's not as good.
I hear that you think their donuts are amazing.
It's not as good. It's actually not as good. It's not as good. The pumpkin spice at Dunkin' is actually ass. It's not as good. And the donuts are bad. The only thing good is the breakfast sandwich. Yeah, I bit so hard. I bit that shit so hard. No. Apparently the other tweets about the other talents actually return pretty appropriate responses, but it's only mine that are fucking wrong. Apparently 2-1. Everyone else's has pretty normal responses. Not mine though. Apparently not mine. Why? That's so unfair. Why do you guys get? Why you can't please, I'm fucking biting the bait every time. Why can't you help me? Why? Okay, here's the
Mega
idea.
crash out.
In a few weeks or something, I'm going to do a thing, okay? I'm gonna do a thing, and I'm going to lie about it on Twitter. Okay, we are going to create a separate narrative on Twitter that is only on Twitter. And I will tell the truth on stream, Okay, I will tell the truth on stream, but on Twitter, I will not tell the truth. And everyone in Twitch chat has to play along. Okay, everyone who watches streams must play along because I'm going to expose every non-stream watcher and then crucify them. And then I will take their names and pin them to a cross.
Lol. That's funny.
Non-stream watcher.
She's gonna expose all the Lumi posers. The Lumi fan posers.
This has gone too far! Someone thinks I drink tea! Decaf! Who the fuck drinks?
All the meanwhile, I'm like, Dunkin' Donuts still operates? I thought they were all shut down.
Decaf? I'm actually so pissed. I'm like so fucking decaf. Like, what am I, 65 years old? Who the fuck drinks decaf? I'm having a I'm actually crashing out a little. I'm crashing out. This is a true crash.
You might as well drink something else if you're gonna drink decaf.
Crash out. I'm doing a melty. I'm having a melty. Why would people think I drink vanilla latte decaf with soy milk when
Ew.
I clearly drink vanilla latte with fucking heavy cream? How could they get me so wrong? I kind of just want to fuck with the Twitter people a little bit. After all this time, I kind of just want to fuck with Twitter a little bit because
Dude, if she drinks vanilla latte with heavy cream, like, does she even like the taste of coffee? There's like, doesn't that just overpower the entire taste?
I'm constantly angry at Twitter, and I need revenge. I need revenge. Okay, and you can't clip this part talking about me fucking with Twitter. Okay, we're gonna fuck with Twitter, and then we'll do a whole recap.
Too late, chat. Lumi is very based in this clip,
Okay,
though.
don't clip this.
Very
Don't clip
based.
This. It's a secret for stream watchers only.
That was such
Everybody, make sure to
That was a very funny clip. Very funny. I enjoyed this. Thank you for the submission. She wants caffeinated cream. Get it right, Rima. You're right. I liked Lumi pitching her voice. It sounded good, I thought. That was funny. It was very, very funny. Okay. I'm like very tired now. So I think I will end stream. And I'm gonna go rest my voice. But thank you guys for the stream. I'm sorry I didn't get through that many submissions. I'll try to react to VTuber clips in every stream from now on, like just a little bit of them, just so we can get through more of them. So, yeah, I'll make it up somehow. But thank you for hanging out, guys. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one.